All right, and finally,
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It's time.
more like about time. Sorry about the technical difficulties in getting started, but ladies and gentlemen, we are here and we are live, ready to go with the Wrestling Toxicity. I'm your host, Super Beer Vince Hoover, joined as always by the Booker Jason Hoover, and we are coming to you live from the TGN Network studio, brought to you by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the absolute best place to get your tickets, whether it be wrestling shows, concert tickets, sporting events, comedy shows. Go to SeatGeek. Their color-coded system's easiest to use, and with the code SuperBeard at checkout, you get $20 off your first purchase. Now, unfortunately, we did miss on Twitch and YouTube. We missed the opening segment with Gunther coming out, basically attempting to apologize and then deciding not to apologize for what he said about Damian Priest and whatnot. And then on top of that, Damian Priest came out and then just started a brawl. It's gotten very personal. The build is going very well for that story. And then they rolled right into an Intercontinental title #1 contenders match between Ilya Dragunov and Braun Breaker. And we're getting that on free TV, which is crazy. So that's pretty awesome. So you're kind of all caught up to speed. I do not think Jimmy will return tonight because he is a SmackDown talent.
Sami Zayn at Summerslam for the Intercontinental Championship. You see Braun Breaker, Pat, working on the midsection of Ilya Dragunov after dumping Dragunov rib first on the top of the ring.
I don't know how they're going to do it, Cage.
Braun Breaker's ring IQ is obviously off the charts.
I will say that
superstar.
a happy birthday to Akira Tozawa, Giovanna Dici, and the one and only the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, all have birthdays today.
And still able to kick out.
Everybody automatically assumes explosive, big, fast, hates authority. This guy's must be dumb. Braun Breaker's got a big old brain in there. And he's also got
Next music, think you can follow on YouTube. Get yourself a
in the bag.
running monster.
The
That's what it
resolute,
is on YouTube.
valiant, spirited Dragunov able to kick out at 2.
It's a massive night for both of these men. Will be in both of their documentaries.
Dragunov,
I've played out a fantasy booking in my head of Cody
and the Mad Dragon
building up to SummerSlam, finds a way to get the bloodline like banned from ringside.
Which means infallible.
And then Hikuleo shows
the Mad
up,
Dragon may be that.
but gets caught
Dragunov back to his feet,
in
chop now.
attacking Cody,
Breaker
so
with the right of
Cody
his own.
wins by
And now the
DQ.
slugfest begins in the middle of the ring.
But to get a Hikuleo debut at SummerSlam.
And look at Dragunov.
He just chopped that man in his
Stunning
thigh.
Breaker driving him back to the
That
ropes and
had
a step
to
up Enziguri. Caught him in the back of the neck. And now the Mad Dragon looking to
never
rally.
seen that
But look at
either.
the look on Breaker's face. Oh, and Dragunov.
Instinctually, he was almost hitting those ropes and spearing Ilya. He caught him.
Breaker misses wildly. Dragunov comes through with Constantine special. Turns Breaker inside out.
I saw somebody in chat talking. Let's just be like the Will Ospreay MTF match. I don't want this match to go that long. Let it go a while. Give it like 15, 20 hours too much.
Yeah, it doesn't need to go for an hour.
Jeez.
I will say that I'd like to see this end in a no contest, because I would like it to be a triple threat at SummerSlam.
Running knee. Both of these men have been talked about by the
cool.
experts about the pant rush right across the face. About
Well, I mean, technically, Ilya won last week
on such
because
a
Braun
big
hit him
stage.
and not Sammy.
Massive stage, massive moment, massive opportunity. Seizing it right now is Ilya Dragunov.
An opportunity at SummerSlam on the line. But the midsection again gives out from Dragunov. The ribs have been worked on by Breaker throughout the matchup. It may have paid off there.
No clue if that's true or not, Sheamus. We'll just have to wait and see.
Again, right hand by Dragunov. Now can Ilya pick him up, and he does! And all down goes Breaker. Falls into the cover for the win, for the championship opportunity.
I would have liked to see him drop into a half-assed,
H-bomb.
H-bomb. That's what's right.
What a match to kick off Monday Night Raw.
What a display by these two. And hell yeah, Green Bay.
Now he's seen many awesome moments over the years. Seen yet another one tonight between these two young stallions, Dragunov
Where are they
and
at?
Breaker, on Monday Night Raw.
Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Breaker back to his feet. Dragunov took a little bit too much time getting up the ropes, Pat, and I think it has to do with the midsection.
I mean, we're in
Everybody's always got a decent crowd.
Cole, obviously.
Oh, Breaker!
The Frankensteiner!
Covered by Braun for the win. Hooks both legs this time. Dragunov stays in it. Off to, what did you call it?
The Frankensteiner!
I don't really watch
Dragunov
basketball.
able to kick off. And look at this. The Frankensteiner, as McAfee coined it, almost put Dragunov away, but he's still in this match.
Can run up the ropes, Frankensteiner, and then head to the high rent district yet again.
250-pounder. Oh, and look at Dragunov, how smart. Went low, went to the quad, took Breaker out, lost his balance.
Yeah, didn't get aggressive
I'd
and
pop
try
so
for a
hard,
headshot
Tyler.
there. Just took his feet out from underneath him, and now he's in complete
It
control.
was a very, very good match, Mello and Andrade on speed. And then we got it again on Friday night.
Bad midsection.
But over 3 minutes that time.
Gonna throw caution to the wind.
Yeah, with more time.
Superplex! H-bomb! But I'm not sure Ilya can capitalize as he once again reaches for the rib cage. Braun Breaker rolls out to the apron.
Gunther came out first attempting to apologize for what he said last week, and then he said, no, I don't apologize. They're all trailer trash, blah, 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 blah. Damon came out, and it went immediately into a brawl.
The dogs are out in Packer country. Dragunov trying to lift Breaker up. Does he have enough left in him? Up to his shoulders. Breaker trying to hang on. What does Dragunov have planned here? No way.
Hang on.
No freaking way.
Oh!
That's metal.
God. Jacob,
Dragunov
congratulations.
just dumping Breaker on the back of his head.
Hardest part of the ring. Yes, it
This
is.
is awesome.
Tearing down the house in Green Bay.
Oh my God, an H-bomb from up there.
Dragunov
Oh!
speared. He was speared out of midair.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Braun Breaker spearing Dragunov out of midair and driving the back of his head into the ring apron.
Good Lord. Oh, come on. We've run into a problem while streaming. Come on, Xfinity.
There
we go.
What I was afraid of, the way that Dragunov hit the ring apron after that spear out of midair by Breaker. Emergency medical personnel now coming out to check on Dragunov.
Oh.
Jeremy, are you okay? Ilya?
He sells really well. So I don't know if I want to say this is an actual injury or...
Ladies and gentlemen, Ilya Dragunov can no longer continue in this match. Therefore, your winner, Braun Breaker!
Well, the relentless Braun Breaker is now the #1 contender for Sami Zayn's Intercontinental Championship.
Well, the fact that they don't have a stretcher out there kind of tells me that it's scripted.
Over a very gallant, a very game Dragunov tonight.
And Ilya brought the
You know this is going to lead to
Breaker on the ring apron. Then he's
last
trying
man
to put it
standing
away
match,
and
right?
instead, Spear.
He did kind of hit his head on the
Whiplash
ring,
head off the
but
side of the ring.
not
And Mr. Breaker
really,
broke
like not
Ilya Dragunov
terribly.
here tonight, but Ilya's future is something we're all going to want to watch. But the future is right now for that man. Title opportunity at Summerslam.
So here's the problem, Pat.
And if
Sami
Braun
Zayn
attacks him, then it's a work.
Well, it's also doing that in his face also tells me that it's not real.
Magic money in the bank.
Ilya will take
Crossing
bad
the many over
bumps,
this
man.
Braun
He's
Breaker.
nuts.
But now he's got to face Breaker again at SummerSlam.
Sami Zayn is a great champion. What a match
It's that
we have.
strong style they got over there.
Boys, enough games. Come on. Look, we might have lost Chris for the rest of the night because he's focusing on keeping his world title. And we still have the tag team championship.
Yes, we sure do.
And I'm working on getting my women's world championship back at Summerslam.
Not long now.
Exactly. Not long until the Judgment Day holds all the gold once again.
Mommy, that sounds great, but can I talk to you for a sec?
Yeah, sure.
I know we had a good week reconnecting and all. Like you said last week, I'm yours, but I'm a little worried about what I saw online with Jay asking about your number and you said yeet.
Tom, come on, man. I'm just messing around. Unlike what you've been doing with Liv Morgan, I've been looking at your socials too.
Hey, Dom. I've been thinking. You know what you need to do?
Tell me, please.
You need to take care of Jey Uso once and for all. You gotta smash
Jey Uso?
Yeah, smash
He doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter, guys. Am I hearing you right? Are you actually defending Jey Uso?
No, I'm not defending anyone. I
Finn
just don't see
stirring
the
up
point
the
of starting a
shit.
war with him.
Why not?
Dom, use your brain.
Use your brain, Dom. You don't need a war.
He's gonna use his brain, man.
You know what you have to do.
Finn starting shit.
Well, there's a general manager, Adam Pearce.
Oh, Drew is there. God damn it, Xfinity.
McIntyre play ball.
They're giving the fans what they want.
Well, let's see what's going to happen later on tonight here on Monday Night Raw.
Green Bay zone, Adam Pearce making deals. Woo! 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 Beautiful. Woo!
No appearance from Uncle Howdy just yet.
Lyra Valkyria, accompanied by Carter and Chance, takes on Sonya Deville live next.
Yeah, he kind of did. He kind of does look like the villain there, especially like every like late '80s, early '90s B action movie. The guy like the slicked back hair in the suit, like the villain in Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah. All right, I'll be right back. I'm getting a drink.
Okie dokie. Oh, what a terrible time to get the avocado. Unicorn, thank you for the follow. I will bring it back up when Jason comes back. That way he will dance for you for your dancing avocado over on Twitch. Guy in my promotion got fired for wrestling while intoxicated. Yeah, that can be bad. It can be very dangerous. Chili dogs, right on. Absolutely Sunny. Best wrestling show on television today. NXT. So again, you know how we feel about dirt sheets and the reports, and you know, take them with a Mount Everest-sized grain of salt. That being said, a lot of reports I have seen is that NXT is going to build around Trick Williams, so he's probably got another year in NXT. Yeah, the Sting versus Jeff Hardy ordeal in TNA. Actually, I'm heading down tomorrow, Aiden, to hopefully rectify all that. So hopefully we have a solution very, very soon. That's a rumor I really hope is true, Bryce. Right now it's just a rumor. It's just a rumor, Bryce. But it's not letting you type Jeff to save your life. 316. By the way, Unicorn, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Get yourself a dancing avocado.
Buy the shirt, add an hour. Buy the shirt, add an hour.
I also saw a rumor a little like before the show started about, and again, Gleedo, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Get yourself a dancing avocado. A rumor that Ricky Starks is headed back to the ring soon, but he won't be with AEW. Again, just a rumor. We don't know. I would love to see Ricky Starks in WWE. I think he could really cook there. I think that guy is a sports entertainer. Like, he's a pro wrestler and he's very good, but he's also a sports like that guy. He's definitely, I think, tailor made for WWE. Sting is not still wrestling. He had his retirement match. He's actually officially done. I don't know if they ever actually do get Joe Henry full time. He's still under contract with TNA. You missed an
contract
amazing,
until 2027. So
you missed an amazing promo segment between Gunther and Damian Priest. Gunther came out, kind of faked an apology, and then said he won't apologize for what he said. Then Damian Priest came out and just started beating him up, and they had a big fight. Then we had Ilya Dragunov versus Braun Breaker that ended with a possible injury to Ilya. So Braun Breaker is now your #1 contender for SummerSlam. We actually streamed Slammiversary right here on TikTok, Chris. It was an amazing, amazing show. He broke his leg, so he had surgery. I think he had to have surgery, and then he's currently rehabbing. I was really surprised at what happened with the championship match.
Luke, I'm actually,
but in a good way. But I'm happy for Nick.
We're less than 2 weeks away from taking over.
And you got a great heel turn out of Josh Alexander, which I think.
Check this out.
I think
Damian Priest live at 12 noon. That is going to be very special documentary on Priest. SummerSlam kickoff is at 5 Eastern. Outside
Dragunov
the
is going to
arena,
be a hell of an
going
IC
to be co-hosting
champion.
the show.
Absolutely, and I think I'm going to be doing my show live from there on Friday as well.
From outside the Rocket Mortgage Arena, I'll be
Sorry,
a part of that, I
Carlito.
hope.
Yes, you'll be co-hosting, which I can't wait for.
And then look at Saturday, The Undertaker's one-man show at 1 o'clock, of course, countdown, and then SummerSlam and the post-show, all a week away.
All right, birthday squats. Here you go.
Nice. It's Tozawa's birthday.
Another trip around the sun.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah!
Yeah, very interesting tag team tonight. Xavier Woods teaming with Tozawa and Otis against the Final Testament here tonight. Well, we kicked off Monday Night Raw with a brawl. Gunther trash-talking the World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest. And what does Priest do? He punches him in the mouth.
Right hook to the face, and the fight wouldn't stop there. These two couldn't be kept apart.
I'm now leaning more towards maybe
And the
Damian
brawl would
winning at
continue
SummerSlam.
back in the garage area. Outside the rest center.
That wasn't meant to happen.
And finally, officials
I think you're right.
would separate
I think you're right.
these two men. And General Manager Adam Pearce making a smart call here tonight, Pat. From what we understand, both Priest and Gunther have been sent home. They've been ejected from the building for the rest of the night here on Monday Night Raw.
That's a smart move by a man that normally doesn't make smart decisions, so I'm happy he did that. We need those boys to make the SummerSlam.
Well, we're in his hometown of Green Bay. Lyra Valkyria set for action tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
There is a Priest documentary, a WWE 24 with Priest coming out. I believe it is coming out right either the Friday before or on SummerSlam. We will watch it during the SummerSlam, Chris. So,
and quite the first few months.
What they used to do, and I don't know if they still do
that
this,
young woman.
is they used to let the wrestlers cut promos during commercial breaks.
And then
it would also be one hell of a match.
Google words.
And her opponent,
I'd rather see the match first.
Stark and Shayna Baszler, Sonya Deville.
So instead of just saying manipulator all the time about Sonya, because that's what she is and that's how she operates, and right now with Zoe and Shayna, I Googled other words. Exploiter is the proper way.
Yeah,
exploiter.
Got it.
That is exactly
Well,
what Sonya
let's
is.
show you what this group is capable of, Pat. This was last week. Sonya Deville interrupting this tag team match between Carter and Chance and Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, I think the Cody Dock
That's
is
exactly
good. I
what
think the Kurt
Sonya
Angle
does.
one
She
is
teams
great.
up with people that can make her better and exploits their greatest
Randy
assets.
Orton one's
And
not on
Zoe and
Peacock, but
Shayna
it's on
are physical.
A&E is a very good one.
Bang, and just like that,
And by the way, if you guys get a chance to watch the what do you want to talk about with Cody and LA Knight, please do. It was very entertaining.
So far, Sonya Deville missing about 9 months of action with an
really digging
ACL
the
injury.
Cody podcast that
Back
he's
to
doing.
work here
So
tonight against Lyra Valkyria.
I started watching
While
some of
Sonya
the
was
Stevie
away,
Richards
she was
stuff.
scouting the women's division. Shayna
He's
and
got
Zoe
a
are a
little bit of
perfect
that
match
bitter veteran
for
vibe
what
to him,
Sonya
but a
likes
lot
to
of the
do.
things he
You know,
says
Shayna
is actually
Baszler
like,
said
okay,
that
good
Zoe
point.
and I were always treated unfairly until Sonya came around and started changing things.
Yeah, she gets things done. That's certainly what Sonya does. Now, the way she goes about doing it, I don't think anybody.
Well, Deville, who says she was born to fight, trained in judo, Muay Thai, boxing, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, real deal.
She was a
Have to call
3-time
Xfinity to come out and take a
national
look at my
grappling
internet, figure out
champion
what's
is
going
Deville.
on.
And Lyra Valkyria, who made it to the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament this year. Ended up losing a valiant effort against Nia Jax.
Well, Sonya's great in the ring, just like she is in the mind games, but Lyra Valkyria was born to be a WWE superstar.
I will
It
give
is very
Xfinity a
evident.
call tomorrow morning. See if I can get it out here
with the right
before
hand. Would love to
the
knock off
subathon.
Deville tonight. Simmering rivalry between Valkyria,
We got 2 weeks to
Carter,
go.
and Chance,
Just less than
Deville's
so
new
hopefully-
group.
Austin Aries was the end of Austin Aries.
Showing off nice takedown of Deville.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about. She's on master classes in the ring.
So Dalton, I don't know if you heard me with that, but Austin Aries was the end of Austin Aries. His comments and his things he did.
attitude, his ego.
That was going in.
Now Deville
He ended his own career.
looking to take a breather and regroup.
Lyra feeling the energy from Green Bay.
Well, she says she feels, oh, wait a minute. Lyra may have hurt herself, but she came through the ropes, immediately grabbed her midsection, and Deville drives her into the barricade to take control.
Ladies and gentlemen, 12 competitors are about to enter the ring to earn the title. The Anonymous.
You don't know who to trust ever.
Nobody cares. No, we're talking about Austin Aries, not Austin Theory. Austin Aries. Oh, just what we need, more reality TV game shows. You missed a Gunther promo that led to Damian Priest beating Damian Priest beating each other up to the point where they got ejected from the building. Ilya Dragunov versus Braun Breaker had a hell of a match. It ended with a injury to Ilya, making Braun Breaker the #1 contender for SummerSlam for the IC title. And now we have this match. Like I said, Austin Aries cost Austin Aries his career. He just decided to say really stupid shit and have a major terrible attitude and ego, and man, nobody wants to work with him. I've met Austin Aries before. Like, when I met him, like, he was fine. Like, I had already heard about him having an ego issue, so I didn't, like, go out of my way to talk to him a lot. But he wasn't a dick when I met him, but there was obviously this, like, almost this air of, like, hey, you should be thanking me for talking to you because you're beneath me. He kind of had that kind of just bravado about him. But I don't, like, I didn't have anything really bad to say about him. But like I said, I didn't really, like, because I was also warned. But at the same time, he was brought in because he was still a draw at the time he was brought in for indies. So it was one of those things. It's like, yeah, I don't really want to work with this guy, but at the same time, he can help put butts in seats for our show. And apparently he wasn't, like, completely unreasonable in his demands and his costs, so. I did see Jinder Mahal, a.k.a. Raj Deshi, debut at JCW. Good for him. Cool, you met Rhino. Right on. Rhino's a good one. Rhino's one of those guys that, like, you talk about people in a locker room that like, just people, like, absolutely love. Rhino's one of those guys that everybody loves. I don't know what the hell Darren Young is up to be honest. And I met Darren Young actually at the tribute for the troops. Very nice guy. Very nice guy. Now this was still primetime player era.
Roll this matchup through the commercial break, but Lyra Valkyria
nice
battling back.
And Sonya and Shayna and Zoe have been chirping the entire time. Lyra's been able to remain battle-tested through this entire fight.
Well, those two, Shayna and Zoe, say it's time for their group to take over the women's division. Sent damage control packing. Haven't seen that group in a bit. And now Valkyria with DeVille and trouble. Superflex delivered.
I'm scared.
Valkyria hurt herself as well.
Oh, yeah, Sonya.
Yeah, remember earlier what happened whenever she went through the ropes. Kind of really done some damage to the rib cage or something in there.
Carter and Chance on the outside trying to rally. Lyra Valkyria. We're in Green Bay tonight.
I don't know if
Town.
Brian Cage would ever go to WWE.
Capacity crowd for Monday Night Raw.
Obviously, he's got the look.
Literally right across the street from Lambeau.
Tonight on USA, a reminder, next couple of weeks, we're over on Sci-Fi, including next week's final Monday Night Raw before SummerSlam, live from St. Paul, Minnesota.
Big kick.
And Valkyria now. Sonya went with a running knee. Valkyria somehow able to evade it, deliver a kick, and now maybe looking to put her away with Nightwing, but DeVille, at least momentarily, able to thwart that. Valkyria with a headbutt. Couple of nice kicks knocking DeVille down. That caught her right on the cheek.
What a combo there from Lyra. A 10-piece in a side.
I don't think.
And now Valkyria, great throw. Bridge cover, and a kick out.
Sean, for us, it starts at 8 p.m.
Close
Eastern.
in Green Bay, Michael Cole.
Valkyria has been so impressive since arriving on the scene here in WWE. True up-and-comer.
#1 trend in the United States, as it should be. Watching an exploiter.
Valkyria with DeVille up. DeVille now step behind. Looking for the DeVille's advocate. Valkyria able to counter.
Counter after counter after counter from Lyra.
Now Lyra, gut wrench.
What's she thinking here, Cole?
Oh, down goes Sonya DeVille.
That sucked.
Cover.
That.
Trying that gut wrench into a Michinoku driver there. DeVille able to kick out at 2.
Like a delayed gut wrench power
the crowd
bomb
is
from
kind of
Lyra
quiet.
Valkyria.
And Lyra had to yell for her to let go.
With DeVille in trouble, center of the ring. Valkyria, who claims she loves to fly, but Shayna Baszler now Zoe Stark dumping Lyra off the top rope. Carter and Chance get into it at ringside. Stark runs into a right hand. Oh, goodness. DeVille planning Chance.
Zoe.
And now Valkyria. Into the rope. Sonya Deville caught her. Into Deville's advocate. Sonya with the cover. And a win here tonight.
Russo better start looking for something else to do then, because she's already getting over.
That's so Sonya. Everything that just happened right there is Sonya Deville to a T, and it's a dub. And that's what she somehow does all the time.
Well, there's a reason she recruited Baszler and Stark to have her back. A very dangerous group. DeVille, Stark, and Shayna Baszler here on Monday Night Raw.
First shoot. They are going to be a problem in this here WWE.
Well, you know who else has been a problem? The Wyatt Six.
Oh, you're telling me, brother.
We've learned a lot about this group over the past few weeks. And now tonight, we learn more about that witch-like being that has been delivering VHSs to us over the past couple of weeks and has been tormenting Pat on the Pat McAfee Show.
Oh, we're gonna get Vicky next. Okay.
Look at yourself. Look at yourself.
Okay, I was wrong, but
Look at
that said.
yourself. They lied to you. They lied. Ignored you. Watched you suffer in solitude. I have been the answer all along.
Yes. Yes, Nikki was women's champion.
What was that?
Yeah, I didn't like.
Well, nonetheless, that is CM Punk. Punk is back, and he's live next on Monday Night Raw. That was weird.
Whoa.
Not having her. I wonder why they're not having her talk. Because I would like to hear what she has to say.
Definitely.
I'd like to see her get a little bit more. I mean, technically, she has been the most prominently featured member thus far. She's been on every week. So, Joe Lang, thanks for the follow over on Twitch. Get yourself a dancing avocado. Oh my god, not again. At least the image showed up this time. Diana the Banana, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Get yourself a dancing avocado. TikTok keeps like saying like, "Oh, you're not active. We're gonna have to shut down your live if you don't verify that you're still here doing stuff." I mean, we're literally moving around, we're talking, chat's going. Like, I don't understand. So the dancing avocado is the avatar for whenever you follow over on Twitch. And my brother just started dancing along with the penguin back we used to have, but I got taken off for copyright reasons by Twitch. Now it's a dancing avocado, but he's been dancing with it, and so much so that we made a shirt. If you go to our merch store, there is a dancing avocado shirt, and if you buy that shirt between now and the end of the subathon, we will add an hour to the clock. Jordan, it's been a kind of action-packed opening to Raw. You have missed a bit,
Aiden, yes, that is.
But yeah. There's a little trickery when it comes to food advertising. Cheese is usually actually glue to get that stringiness. But it is pizza is very good here. Bing Biscuits, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Get yourself a dancing avocado. August 16th. Okay. I'm gonna have to see that.
And I swear when I try, and I swear and I try. Buy the shirt hour.
Spicy nacho chicken. Huh. That might be a local sandwich only because I don't think our Subway has that. The Subway right by my house kind of sucks though. They're not very good. Which sucks. They're just bad at making sandwiches.
Yeah.
Got a basset hound. Oh. Yeah, TikTok's got real stepdad trying to be your father vibes. Unmute.
We'll be performing Liar live.
An absolute banger. A treat for SummerSlam. And Jelly Roll will kill it like he always does. It's a banger of a song. Another great
We've
song.
already got an hour into the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome CM Punk!
God, it's great.
He's
to
looking
see
better.
CM Punk,
I'll give him
isn't
that.
it?
I'm hoping we find out either he's cleared or will be cleared in time for the.
What time is it, Cole?
Yeah, I want information one way or the other.
Indeed it is.
Now, no sleep is a good sign.
Nearly 3-hour drive from his hometown of Chicago up here to Green Bay tonight. CM Punk has returned live to Monday Night Raw. The man who was responsible for Drew McIntyre no longer being the World Heavyweight Champion.
The man who has stirred up the world a time or two. And right now, he's got Green Bay alive and McIntyre flustered.
I think it's the only reason he doesn't have a clobbering time
Ready to
t-shirt
go?
is because of the Marvel copyright.
Zelly feels good. Jumping off
Yeah.
the top rope.
Especially with Marvel getting hit has 4 backs like that, you know they copyrighted
Here we
that
go.
shit.
Oh, we got the Fantastic Four movie coming up in like a year. No, we're an hour into the show, Cameron.
Is it great to be alive
Yep.
on a
After
Monday
3.
night in Green Bay,
It's gonna be 3.
Wisconsin, or what?
I'm okay with that, Christian.
Green Bay. Is the Bay green? The Bay's green. My shoes are pink. And I say we stain both of them with the blood of a Scottish psychopath.
He's got tape in his
Because I
hand.
saw my surgeon Saturday night, and he said, I'm cleared.
There we go. We have confirmation.
And that means we're going to fight, and I'm going to get my pound of flesh. So, Drew McIntyre, come get this beating that you deserve.
Punk ready to go.
Cleared and ready to go. That's huge news.
Punk, of course, injured at the Royal Rumble back in January by Drew McIntyre.
He's taping up. Ready to throw haymakers with Drew McIntyre. Is Drew thinking the same?
Just said he is
McIntyre has been
officially cleared.
obsessed with CM Punk since Punk arrived on the scene in WWE back in November after a decade away.
Part of me hopes that CM Punk at least gets some kind of match before SummerSlam to get the ring rust off.
For this. All these times you've screwed me over. There's nothing in the world that's going to stop me getting in that ring and tearing you apart. Except the fact that I don't want to. Well, I do.
And Punk's going to go after McIntyre. CM Punk going after McIntyre. Meanwhile, officials have come out.
Come on, Punk, relax. CM Punk Drew McIntyre's a lot bigger than Green Bay. That's a big money match.
This is title time.
You gotta learn to chill, control those emotions. Look at me, I'm chilled, I'm relaxed. When I'm emotional, I tend to, turn to family, and it just calms me right down.
And of course, his Punk's bracelet.
All right, that's enough. That is enough. That is enough. That is enough. You've been back 10 minutes. You just can't help yourself, Punk. What he's not telling you. Hold on, calm down. Calm down.
Punk. Fight through.
What he's not telling you is there is a reason you're not fighting tonight. Drew McIntyre is officially reinstated. CM Punk is officially medically cleared. So it is official. CM Punk, Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam.
I want this match to go like basically double count out or double DQ or something.
What he's also not telling you, I'm making it clear to everybody here tonight,
and
if
build it
either
up
one
to
of
no,
you so much as lay
bad
a
blood.
finger on one another, the match is off, and whoever throws the first punch is suspended indefinitely. I'm serious, because the chaos has to stop. It's either these two, it's Gunther, it's Priest. I got a problem. I got a big problem. I got a big referee problem.
There you go.
What
This puts a huge spanner in the works.
Seth Rollins, the man who has an issue with
Special guest referee.
So, I mean, do you have Seth screw Punk?
Adam Pearce grinning like the puncher's dog.
Drew gets his win, he feels fine and ready to move on.
Why is he so happy?
And this starts the Seth and CM Punk feud?
Punk trying to figure out what's going on as well.
Possibly.
But that it feels to me
really
that makes Seth Rollins an immediate heel, and I just
I have Pierce said something. Oh yeah, Green Bay, we had ourselves a problem, didn't we? You see, Drew hates Punk, Punk hates Drew, and you two morons, all the chaos that you've caused over the last year has scared away anybody from getting in between you. But I'm not a problem guy, Green Bay. I'm a solution guy. And I think I've got a little solution. You see, I know a guy who thrives on chaos. And I know a guy that would love nothing more than to put the two of you in your places. He is a visionary. He is a revolutionary. And at SummerSlam, he is your special guest
referee. He is Seth.
What a blockbuster tonight!
You don't really. Drew McIntyre doesn't really bring the sword out when he's a heel.
Cleared. The match has been made.
Yeah, I feel like
in a week from
you gotta
Saturday
get
at Summerslam.
a couple matches out of the Drew
Who
stuff,
can't
right?
stand Punk or McIntyre? Seth Rollins is going to be the referee.
Got to.
All right, guys, enough. You know how this works. Divide and conquer.
You want to split up?
Yeah, let's split up. Makes sense, right, boys?
Okay, I'll check there.
We'll go over, JD. Okay, Dom, come on. You know what? The boys have a good idea. I'm gonna check down here, you check over there, and I'll meet you back here.
Sure.
All right?
Okay. All right. Where is he?
Dominic, over here.
No, Liv, no, please. You can't keep doing this.
Doing what? I really hate sneaking around like this. He's really gone off the deep end. How's your state?
What are you doing? What are you...
Dominic, it's okay. It's okay. I know how she's making you feel, and don't worry about last week. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, everything is okay. Everything's more than okay. Me and Rhea are perfect, actually.
That's the spirit. Oh, that's my cue. Bye, Daddy Dom.
I'll leave you for 10 seconds, dude. What the...
Did you find him? I think I saw Jay this way.
No. You're not going that way. We're going this way.
It's a new day. Yes,
So
it
the
is.
Judgment Day is looking for Jay Uso, and Liv is digging in. Dom's flustered.
Yeah.
What's Rhea thinking?
Mommy's thinking that she's about done with the whole Liv Dom thing, but Dom's in the middle of it 4 different ways.
The following is a 6-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Maxine
hoping
the team of
Kofi
Akira
is not
Tozawa,
actually injured, just taking a
Otis,
little time off.
and the New Days, Xavier.
I haven't heard either way.
Kofi Kingston is out with injury. So Xavier Woods has got backup tonight. Coming up next, Pat, 6-man tag match. Woods, Tozawa, and Otis against the Final Testament live.
Friday, as Solo Sikoa's.
We already had the Wyatt 6 segment. They may do something else, but we already had the segment. It was a Nikki Cross kind of tape, although she didn't speak, but there was an Uncle Howdy voiceover on it talking about how she was overlooked and all that stuff, forgotten.
She did scream like a banshee.
Yeah, I'm curious where they're gonna go, because I feel like, yeah, obviously there's been a lot of back and forth between Drew and CM Punk that's gotten out of hand and hard for Adam to control, blah blah blah, but they've never actually had a match. So like, I would think before we get a special referee match that we would get just a normal match that kind of just broke down into hell. I don't know. And I'm curious as to where it goes.
Well, the thing is, it's weird because Punk got hurt, which changed timelines and matches and tables and stuff like that. So you kind of have to skip some steps, but you don't want to skip certain steps, which is I know where you're coming from in this whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, like that. Putting that aside, though, they came out of CM Punk's injury great with this Drew McIntyre storyline. That was great. Then you planted some seeds that got muddied when Damian said he'd give Seth another chance. But you planted some seeds to reignite the Seth Punk feud.
Right.
But it feels like too soon to put Seth in it already. I don't know. Like maybe we'll get some more clarification next week with a promo before the match starts. I'm a little concerned about that, but
yeah. I honestly I don't know who's going to win either because I mean if Drew or Punk wins, they can still keep this going for a while.
But also, whoever loses almost immediately jumps into a feud with Seth Rollins because then they blame Rollins.
Yeah. So.
Well, no, I know that Seth was in it when Punk returned. When Punk first came back to WWE, he was in it. And the original plan, as they discussed in the WrestleMania 40 documentary, was that it was supposed to be CM Punk versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 40. Punk got injured, so that scrapped that. But out of that, you got this wonderful Drew McIntyre CM Punk storyline, and you kind of put the Seth stuff on the back burner. Then, when CM Punk interfered in that match and basically cost Seth his championship after Drew's cash-in, it kind of reignited the fire between Punk and Rollins. I just feel like because we've never actually gotten a match between Drew and Punk, that the jump to a special guest referee feels
right
a little weird, but we'll see how it goes. I'm sure
jumping
they know
the shark.
No, I don't think it's a jump in the shark thing. I just think that they're jumping ahead in the story. That being said, I trust them, and I'm gonna wait it out. And I'm gonna hold reservation until after the match.
Oh no, agree completely. It's just we're going, okay, these are our concerns. We can't wait for them to be answered.
The epic mashup. 2 weeks straight. It's the final Raw before SummerSlam as the action hits Sci-Fi. Raw next Monday, 8/7 Central on Sci-Fi.
Had huge news last week as undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, and Rey Mysterio were announced as playable characters as part of Call of Duty Season 5.
And I believe Michael Cole's commentating on there as well.
It's my honor. The collaboration will also bring new WWE-inspired game modes and equipment. Season 5 is available Wednesday with the WWE Slam Death Match mode out July 31st. Let's head back to the locker room area and Kathy Kelly.
Yeah, thanks so much, Cole. I'm here with Sami Zayn, and Sami, Braun Breaker is officially the #1 contender for your Intercontinental Championship. Are you concerned at all, especially after what we saw from him tonight?
I'm not sure concern's the right word there, Kathy, but look, you saw what just happened. I mean, Braun Breaker and Ilya Dragunov, they went to war for this, for a chance at this. They know exactly what this means, the Intercontinental Championship. And look, Braun Breaker earned that. I take nothing away from him. Concern might not be the right word, but I am taking him very, very seriously. And Braun Breaker, if I could give you one little piece of advice, it would be to not make the same mistake that you made at Money in the Bank. And you better take me very, very seriously, because I'm going to do what I do every single time the Intercontinental Championship is on the line. I am going to bring 100%.
Well, I've yet to hear what Ilya's injuries are, and
did you hear that?
Yeah.
What was that?
Follow Sami.
Well, the Judgment Day has found Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn coming to Jey Zayn.
Demon got an Alito. We're teaming up on Jey, and Sami said, I don't think so. Abort! That's a massive head Sami was punching.
Are you good? You good, Oos?
Let's see what happens there, but nonetheless, we're in Green Bay, site of the Packers' home of
So
Lambeau
somebody
Field.
asked the question,
First training camp practice for the Green Bay Packers, and look who is front row. Otis, Strowman, talking to the boys, seeing them build
Like I
their
said,
squad.
I wonder if
Is
they're
Jordan
gonna
Love going to
build to
sign his
a way
contract or not? We should ask
so he
Otis.
could go into it.
46 days away from the Packers' first game. 55 days
Maybe
away
they
from the
win,
home opener
but they
in
cheat or
Lambeau.
something, and then
They
Cody
take
calls
on the
for a
Colts, just
stipulation
yards
match
from this
the
particular
Friday
building that
before.
we're in. What a beautiful place. What an honor it is to be in this city, and what a time. To be in Green Bay.
And their opponents accompanied by Paul Ellering and Scarlett, Authors of Pain and Karrion Kross, the Final Testament!
Well, this destructive group led by Karrion Kross has been trying to recruit Xavier Woods for months. And Xavier has resisted those overtures, making the Final Testament very angry, which led to this 3 weeks ago. A brawl on Monday Night Raw as the Final Testament took out Xavier Woods and then Karrion Kross. Locking in the cross jacket to Kofi Kingston.
Yes, they did sell the ring.
Kofi Kingston suffered
We already
serious
had a
damage to his
videotape
shoulder
play,
and
Kevin.
AC joint
It was,
sprain has
Nikki
been
Cross
out of
video.
action for the past number of weeks. So
I
tonight,
don't-
Cross, the Authors
I
of
don't
Pain, to
see
take on Xavier Woods. And
Xavier Woods
well,
giving
would we
in,
still
but
call
maybe.
them the Alpha Academy, Tozawa and Otis, even though they seemingly have been ditched by Gable? Or they've ditched Gable. Let me correct that.
Woods might be looking
they
for a
certainly
different
said enough
situation.
is enough with that narcissist Chad Gable, and
Whoa,
I guess
Karrion.
they would say that they were the Academy and not
Completely
Chad
clean
Gable,
shaven,
so I think you
looks
could say that.
So Xavier Woods will start things off with Karrion Kross. Kross has been trying to manipulate and play mind games and plant seeds of doubt in Xavier Woods' mind.
Karrion.
And here comes Razor, the so-called Albanian psycho. Xavier Woods now goes right to work on Razor, who's 6'4", 330 pounds, from the Authors of Pain, driving Woods back to the corner.
He can move. He's big. He's nasty.
Misses wildly. And Woods now, some chops to Razor, who's still on his feet now. Just angrily tosses Woods into the corner.
Shot put of Xavier Woods into the corner, and that's the power that AOP has.
And here's the
I
6'2",
don't exactly know, Josh.
290-pound
I don't
Punjabi
exactly know why
powerhouse
they wanted
Akam.
him in Final Testament. Maybe just to break up a very positive faction in the
He
day.
was a Canadian freestyle wrestling champion, won the silver medal at the Pan American Games.
Most
As
likely.
dangerous as they come. This is wildly with the right hand. Xavier Woods now, former king of the ring, using his quickness. Trying to knock Akam off his feet, driving Akam back into his corner.
Xavier Woods' resume is deep and filled with accolades.
A 12-time tag team champion. You see Maxine cheering Woods on.
Birthday boy to the sky.
Tozawa off the top rope, and the quick Tozawa.
That was like a gnat for the Punjabi powerhouse. Tozawa able to flip the script.
Akam driven out of the ring. Tozawa now. Kick right to the face. A bundle of energy. Tozawa with a suicide dive. Tozawa fired up.
Brother.
Let's do it.
It's the epic finale of the toughest competition show ever conceived. 3 teams.
Doesn't really make sense to the story to have Jimmy return this Friday. You have to make this bloodline be crazy dominant with seemingly no answer to their dominance. Especially if they're going to introduce Hikuleo. Like I said, maybe Cody can find a way in the next 2 weeks to get to where, hey, the rest of the bloodline is banned from ringside. You took out my friends. Now your friends can't come help you. But then Hikuleo makes his debut. You make them dominant. I don't see Jimmy coming back until closer to SummerSlam.
Yeah. Yes, Bella. Thank you. It was fun.
I don't think Roman's coming back at SummerSlam. I think it's after SummerSlam that he comes back. That's, again, all reports. Again, we know how we feel about reports.
Yeah, all reports that.
So.
Yeah, August, September, but
They said late August, early September, but that could also be
yeah,
them trying to them trying to, subvert expectations, maybe.
Ugh.
Well, that's the thing. You can be extremely dominant and never win a title because the title doesn't matter to you. All that matters to you is dominance. So, if you start to fall behind in a match, you have no problem with the rest of your team coming in and beating the ever-loving crap out of the champion and taking the loss. No, I don't think I'm going to go to the show. The more I thought about it, I'm like, nah. I don't think I'm going to go.
Oh, Beard. I need you to send Melissa your address, because we might have something we want to ship to you.
Okay.
Like they're Twizzlers, but I had cherry, raspberry, watermelon, sour apple, a flavor, and they're really good. They're like homemade version of Twizzlers.
Okay. I just realized I'm like half off camera.
He's so all right. Pardon me, right back.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Otis going on a big run. I love Otis. I think it ends in DQ. I think SummerSlam ends in DQ. Like I said, I feel like Cody might in some way figure out how to have the bloodline banned from ringside, but then Hikuleo comes out. But they don't care about getting caught. He just gets in the ring and decimates Cody.
Yes, he is the birthday man. Oh! Got an elbow as a gift.
Cover now by Akam. Forearm in the face, and Tozawa able to kick out. Again, Kofi Kingston out of action with injury.
Because Chad's got to deal with the Wyatt 6, so they're going to have their thing kind of on the back burner.
Karrion Kross.
Karrion Kross is obviously very lethal.
Yep.
Trying to recruit Woods to the team for months now. Kross with
it actually comes out Thursday.
The ring. There's the quickness, though. And Kross just caught him midair. Karrion Kross. And down goes Tozawa.
Like an F10. No idea about Zilla Fatu.
Tozawa like he was Brett Favre. That was a compliment to Aaron Rodgers. And Jordan Love if he signs his contract.
Kross, who can be as brutal and lethal as they come. Former bare-knuckle champion of the underground circuit. Newspapers in Mexico. But turn this man, Pat, the Devil of Monterrey.
Scared of anything, deep thinker.
Tozawa, though, sidesteps Kross. Tag! And here comes Wisconsin's own Otis. Spend the day explaining to Pat McAfee where superior Wisconsin is in relation to Green Bay.
Nonetheless.
There you go, Otis.
This place has come unglued for the 330-pounder.
Welcome.
By the way, Otis has a little bit more of his heavy machinery look.
Yeah, noticed that.
Remember, this is what Chad Gable wouldn't allow Otis to do when he was training in the Alpha Academy. But now, free Otis. Otis is free with the Caterpillar. And Karrion Kross with a big forearm, and Otis catches him with an elbow. Tag made, Woods is legal.
World Championship aura of Otis in Wisconsin was beautiful.
Missile drop kick by Xavier Woods. Tozawa now. Taking out Authors of Pain. Woods taking the fight.
Karrion Kross took out it.
And Woods can't wait to get his hands on Karrion Kross. The official showing some restraint here. Kross, though, lifting Woods up on his shoulders.
More power.
Down goes Xavier Woods.
Here are your winners, the Final Testament!
Final Testament takes out Woods, Otis, and Tozawa tonight.
How are you going to say he's over pushed?
I mean, when you
he's not even in a single title picture.
Caterpillar in your home state.
No, he's not been. It's the first time he's been clean shaven in a long time.
Birthday man Tozawa flew through the sky.
Yeah.
And then the final prayer from Karrion Kross to Xavier Woods. And the Final Testament picks up the victory.
Wow. Good job. Good job, Woods.
Karrion Kross has been preaching total dominance. The harbinger of doom makes good on that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that
massive win for the Final Testament.
Wait a minute.
And a massive loss for all of us if this man's coming out here right now. And he is.
What is Gable doing out here? Hasn't he caused enough issues for Otis and Maxine and Tozawa already?
With the Creed brothers. What a bunch of bombs.
Everybody.
That was an interesting time to go to commercial.
Interesting timing.
Yes. I'm kind of hoping that we don't get although it might happen, is that Ivy comes out to like stop the Creed brothers, and then she turns around and just decks Maxine.
I would hate to see that.
Yeah.
I'd rather see Ivy go single than do that.
Yeah.
Jonathan over at Twitch chat. Hello, how are you?
What are we guessing, Jonathan? Good for you, Jonathan.
Woo. Please use it smartly.
And so just so I can, for your safety, so I can make sure it's a legit debit card, do me a favor. Send me the all the 16 digits and the security code and the expiration date, and I'll double check to make sure. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Totally kidding. Totally joking. Don't do that. Don't do that for anybody.
I agree with you, Ray Rich. There's been some bad commercial timing.
Yeah, the commercial timing today has been a little bit off. A little bit off.
It all started with that first one.
No word on Paul Heyman, to be honest. So Raw is going to be on Sci-Fi for 2 weeks because of the Olympics on USA.
Heyman doesn't come back till Roman comes back.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think if you move to Final Testament into, I mean, hell, even maybe a feud with the Bloodline since they're on SmackDown, something of that nature. They need a better story. Whatever channel Sci-Fi is on your TV. What's up, Darnell? We'll have to wait and see, Callum. We did already get a video, but that doesn't mean they don't come out. Tonight is live, and the Raw ones will be live. It's just that the next SmackDown will be pre-taped. So this coming Fridays will be a pre-taped episode. And, of course, the rule stands. Any spoilers is an immediate...
No! Oh. Immediate.
Happy to be here for you, Flash. Even if our existence, our only excuse of an existence is to be people's escape from cable, I'm okay with that. Yeah, I will be streaming Raw the next 2 weeks.
Summerslam is sponsored by Mike's Harder Lemonade. Hard days deserve a hard lemonade, but when you had a really hard day, like these WWE superstars in the ring, you need a lemonade that hits harder.
Vando, you're not wrong.
You need Mike's
and that's all they need.
Harder
That's literally
lemonade.
all they need.
Just getting harder and harder and harder.
Well, one thing I would change is I would make the Final Testament.
That's the goal.
I would get them to be a little.
Brothers in the ring to confront.
And I put them in a better story for her.
Trouble, you're welcome. Don't get in trouble. Really, Star Child. Well, we're glad we can be here for you.
Now, the reason I asked you guys to stay out here tonight is because there's something in me that needs to just keep helping my former pupils, you know? I can't help myself. That's just the type of guy
Haven't got one
I
yet,
am,
Jay.
I guess,
Still working on it.
you know? Now, Otis, I see you've assumed a leadership position here at Alpha Academy. That's certainly an interesting choice. But the first thing you decided to do was team with Xavier Woods, and you lost. Now, the coach in me would tell you, Otis, you got to lead with your mind, right? But
Happy to be here for you,
we
Steven.
all know that using your brain isn't really your strong point, is it, buddy? But it is mine. That's why I've recruited the Creed brothers. A couple of fine, athletic, freak, professional athletes to stand by my side. And fill in where there was clearly some weaknesses. But tonight I'm here to offer you guys a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Jonathan,
so
be
I'm
safe.
telling you right now, do the right thing. Come back to your coach and rejoin this team. Oh. A little incentive before you answer. Don't forget, the Wyatt Six are after everybody on this roster, including you guys. So you join up with us, you get a little extra protection.
Protection? Are you sure, Chad Gable? Like you protected the Creed brothers last week? Oh yeah, when things get juicy and dangerous, Chad Gable flees the scene, gets out the ring, and leaves these two dead inside the ring.
Oh, go ahead.
That's the kind of man you are. And my answer is still no.
Good.
And a baby Otis!
You're an idiot.
Otis
That's
did not
pathetic.
play in the NFL. I don't think.
Maxine Tozawa, you're not really going to let this clown speak for you, are you? Well, that's unfortunate. Boys,
And the Creed brothers going after Otis and Tozawa here. After the orders were given by Chad Gable. Gable gave Otis and Tozawa and Maxine an opportunity to rejoin the group, and Otis said no, and now the Creed brothers beat the hell out of Otis.
Yeah, the Creed brothers are under Chad Gable's spell.
Well, maybe not. Oh, my goodness. Clothesline clocking.
Not happy with the heel Creed brothers, but I'll see where it goes.
Finally, Gable's going to get his comeuppance. And from behind. And now the 3-on-1 attack by the Creed brothers beating down Otis. Gable's despicable actions continue.
Calls himself Master Gable, and
Otis driven into the, post shoulder first.
Obviously, the Creed brothers are bought in completely to this little piece of.
Well, the propaganda must have been flying.
God.
Crap. The Creed's brainwashed by Chad Gable. Oh, God. And now Gable giving the Creed brothers chairs. Like they need chairs now to do even more damage.
Holy crap! That
only Friday Night SmackDown this coming week will be pre-taped, and they've muted the crowd because they're canning you fucked up.
Where you at there? Come on! Sons of bitches! Get out here! Get ready! Watch back there, Chad! Relax!
Oh.
No, the reason they were calling you being toxic, Drips, is because of the way you didn't like a group. It's okay not to like a group, but to say, oh, they're useless, bathroom break group, stuff like that, that's not necessary. Just talk about why you don't understand, why you don't get it. What about it is not making sense? What about it's not clicking? Instead of being like, oh, they're terrible. Oh, they suck. Oh, they're useless. Oh, it's bathroom break. You remember, like, what was the biggest thing that people said when women's wrestling was starting to come up? Oh, bathroom break match. It's just toxic. There's ways to address your opinion, even if that opinion happens to be negative, like you don't like something. There's a way to address it without being toxic. That is what the moderators are getting at.
Yes. I'm glad to see both.
No, that was. It looks like Bo might wrestle in the mask.
Well, he kind of did while Bray was alive, so he might be used to it.
Well, that was also Maul when they told you not to be toxic either, because quite frankly, if you're not seeing the point of it, I don't know what to tell you. I understand why Paul Ellering is there. He's always been with the AOP. He is their manager. He's also cut some good promos. It's the honesty. The honest problem with Final Testament is that they need a better story. That's it. Everything will make sense if they have a better story. They were starting to build one. Kind of feel like it might have gone off the rails again, so they kind of might need to go back to the drawing board. But the talent is there from top to bottom. Scarlett, Paul, AOP, Cross. There is something there. They just got to get that. Got to get a better story. They get a better booking. Gotcha, Johnny boy. That's true, Ford. That is a problem. When you have an overinflated roster, it's very hard to throw it all around. And some people will get lost in the sauce. That's why we've seen people ask for their releases from both companies, the major companies. Both WWE and AEW do have an issue with a slightly overinflated roster. And that creates issues. You can't book everybody. And like, I'm not saying everybody has to be in a main event either. Like, there are mid-card stories. And there are ways to do it. I mean, the late 80s, early 90s, I honestly think the best stories were in the mid-card. You know, your $1 Million Man stuff. Like that almost 2-year build-up with him and Virgil for Virgil to turn. And then, unfortunately, nothing happened with Like, they didn't go anywhere with it. But
jeez.
No, I do not watch basketball, Chief. I honestly, if Bobby goes to AEW and they give him the treatment that Powerhouse Hobbs should have gotten, Bobby can do very well over there. But the problem is, you sign Bobby, somebody has to take a spot back.
Chad Gable before the Creed brothers would attack Otis from behind. A 3-on-1 assault of Otis by Gable and his new recruits.
No, you bring back the Cruiserweight division, you actually pull people out of the world title picture because of weight classes.
Creed brothers trying
to add one weight class, you have to do weight classes for all.
Yeah, Finn Balor.
Alpha Academy members of yesterday.
Yeah, and then the Wyatt Six would appear in the arena. The Creed brothers trying to protect Chad Gable. But Gable should have watched his back, because from behind, the appearance path of Uncle Howdy, looking for revenge of the attack on Bo Dallas by Gable and the Creed brothers last week. And sister,
yeah, it looks like he's gonna wrestle in a mask.
Plants Chad Gable tonight. Wow. That was stunning.
Wyatt Six got it right.
I watch the NFL. I watch hockey. I watch a little bit of baseball. And I watch UFC from time to time. I don't stay up with it like I used to.
You know, Pat, last week on Monday Night Raw, big Bronson Reed will go toe-to-toe with the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. Now, remember how this match came about. Reed said, why are we celebrating 15 years of Sheamus in WWE when you should be talking about me?
Disrespected Sheamus in his eyes. Obviously, we're just
like they're
weeks away
moving
from
the PLEs to
Summerslam.
An hour earlier than normal.
Well, less than weeks away, sorry.
Because SummerSlam's also
I'm good with this.
Yeah, I'm good with it too.
Yeah. Look, that means rest afterwards. Well, unless we're doing a
not for SummerSlam, but maybe a
weighing at 205 pounds.
As of right now, I do think the Bucks are winning the NFC South.
So how does Pete Dunne figure into all this? Well, let's take it back to Monday Night Raw last week. This is the matchup we were talking about, Sheamus and Big Bronson Reed. Sheamus would catch Bronson Reed and pick up the victory. Bronson Reed, very bitter, very upset. But then he was attacked inexplicably by Pete Dunne. And as Sheamus went to shake Dunne's hand, remember they used to be cohorts in the Brawling Brutes, Dunne would come from behind Pat and attack Sheamus.
I'm a big fan of Wyatt Six as well.
Obviously,
Punk, Drew, and Rollins in a triple threat Hell in a Cell would be.
Big Bronson Reed hits a tsunami, and none of it makes sense to anybody.
Pete Dunne was asked last week about the situation with Sheamus. Dunne said,
"Yeah, I like Pete Dunne a lot.
I'm here to lift people up. I'm here to
tear
that
I don't know, but he's going to be
apart."
out for a while because he tore his pectoral
He said,
muscle.
"Don't ask me. Ask Sheamus what his problem
I just
is."
talked about that.
Again, these guys used to be members of the
last I heard, he's going to be out until January.
Look who's here! Sheamus! Taking out Pete Dunne. This match hasn't even started.
Pete Dunne's locked up.
And I don't think it's going to start. It was supposed to be Reed and Dunne.
Pete Dunne is locked up, still on the ground after a knee from Sheamus.
Now Bronson Reed and Sheamus beating the hell out of one another. And Sheamus catches Reed and drops him to the mat. And Pete Dunne sent over the top rope.
Raw ends in an hour 15. Possibly Wendigo, possibly.
10 beats of the Maverick. Sheamus
No idea,
last
Christian.
week, I don't get it. Why does everybody have a beef with me?
It would be an interesting match to set up. I gotta see how the story goes though, because
and kick people's ass.
I think you should kind of hold off of Punk Rollins going head to head against each other until at least closer to WrestleMania.
Sheamus clearing house before the match can even start.
Sheamus will not be the brunt of the attacks by any of these guys.
Trips, I like it too. I think it's really fun.
And he's got his eyes set on Pete Dunne.
Tyler Bate towards the pectoral muscle at a live show.
What the hell happened here?
We found Jay. And then Sammy found us. And to be honest, it didn't go so good.
You don't always have to tell the truth. But you know what? I've had enough of being disrespected week after week after week. So I've gone and spoken to Pierce, and it's official. Tonight, me and you, we're going to take care of Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. And not only that, next week, Gunther wants to call us a joke? Huh? Well, we'll see who's laughing when he steps in the ring with me next week, because I'm going to drag him from...
Okay, yeah, that's cool. But I told you guys, no one touches Jey Uso. And what, now Sami Zayn's involved? And what, Finn, Dom, where were you guys while this was all going down, huh?
She should ask Liv.
Excuse me?
No, I don't even know what happened.
That's it.
So where are we going?
We're going to the ring.
God damn. It's like a child getting in trouble at school.
There is not one woman that can...
We are going to the principal's office right now. Yeah, I didn't know how I felt about Carlito moving over to Judgment Day, but I think he's been a really good addition there. Cutie Pie over on Twitch, how's it going? Jonathan's eating some chicken from Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. I have never even heard of that. Yeah, I actually don't have that sound effect. I should probably look that up. I do, like I said, I have a feeling that we're getting to the end of the days of Judgment Day. No, I don't. Because the reason that Ricochet ended up like Ricochet is not that he kept having great matches but losing, but he was booked few and far between. And honestly, I had hoped when Triple H had taken over that he would get booked better, but it was this deep well of a hole that he had kind of been booked into by Vince McMahon. And then when Triple H first took over before Vince came back for that short time, it looked like he might have been building something up for Ricochet, at least in the tag division with Braun. But then an injury, then Vince comes back, and Vince decides to change everything again. And it just felt like this impossible hole to get Ricochet out of. I don't think it's going to happen with Ilya. Ilya is super over. People love him, and nobody looks at him as weak. Nobody looks at him like, oh, he keeps losing. You know, they're like, this is going to be a banger of a match. He's going to tear them up, and you can still believe that he's going to win. Even when he loses and loses and loses, you still believe Ilya can win at any point. And if he's constantly embroiled in this IC title storyline that's going on, he's still relevant. That was something else that Ricochet didn't get. He wasn't really ever, especially after he lost his IC title to Gunther. Besides the tag titles, you didn't see him involved in any kind of title picture. Ricochet and TNA, I think, would be his best bet, but I have a feeling he might go to AEW because honestly, they're gonna offer him the world. Priest and Gunther were sent home. They were sent out of the arena.
Yes, Priest and Gunther were both banned.
But that's the thing. That's what Ricochet can do. Ricochet can go. He can follow the Cody Rhodes playbook, go on the Indies, tear it up with a bunch of people, and then come back. He can go win world titles, and then he can come back and be in a place where you can put him immediately slotted into a main event picture. He's still very young. He'll be fine. That would be crazy, Anthony. Oh, shit. Oh, my bad.
The Summerslam kickoff show.
It would be my honor, Michael Cole.
It's at 5 Eastern. Kickoff will take place right outside the Rocket Mortgage Arena before Friday Night's SmackDown. The event is free to fans. It'll be live on Peacock and all WWE social platforms. You heard it now. Pat's going to co-host with me
I did
a
see
week
the match
from Friday. Let's head back to
Jackie Redmond.
I still don't know what to think of him, to be honest. There was a lot of build-up for the guy. And I'm
Cole,
like,
Pat, thank you so much. I'm here with Sheamus.
He kinda
Sheamus,
felt like
we
a
just saw you
build-a-wrestler,
attack both
but
Bronson
maybe put him
Reed
in a good
and your
storyline.
former friend, Pete Dunne. I know technically this
Summerslam,
started
reach
last
around.
week when they attacked you, but what exactly is going on between you and Pete Dunne?
Well, first off, Jackie, I know this business like the back of my hand, yeah? And Bronson really wanted to take me out so he could be the man to take down the Celtic Warrior. As for me old brawling buddy Pete Dunne, well, I'm still scratching my head there, right? I mean, Pete, whatever issue you is that you have with Sheamus, it can be easily fixed. We can go to an old Irish pub, sit down, have a pint, and sort this out like proper fellas. Or we can take it to the ring and find out who the real...
He took his shirt off during the attack, Dragon.
Cruiserweight is. You up for a banger?
Sheamus, thank you for the time. With that, let's send you back to ringside.
Thanks, Jackie.
Yeah, thank you, Jackie.
Sheamus ready for a fight.
I think we're about to watch one as well. Yep.
Mommy is not pleased when she heard that Dominic had a little rendezvous with Miss Liv Morgan earlier on tonight.
Oh, Doghouse Dom.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Starting to
please
look like an
welcome
abusive
the
relationship.
Judgment Day, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
I think Sheamus could get a sunburn in that locker room from those fluorescent lights.
So a week from Saturday,
It's
Rhea takes on
not
Liv
wrong.
Morgan for the
You are not wrong.
Women's World Championship. The injury to Rhea caused by Liv, forced Rhea to relinquish the championship. Rhea wants her title back. It will take place at SummerSlam.
Liv! Liv! You want him? Come get him!
Dom has become a pawn.
Dirty Dom's really done it this time, hasn't he?
At SummerSlam, I don't think Rhea wins. No, I think Liv will cheat or Dom will try to help and it'll backfire.
Hi, Rhea.
Or
Hi, Daddy Dom.
Dom might straight out
You guys
turn
can turn
on
around.
Rhea.
You guys can turn.
She's behind us, Cole.
Hi, guys.
Thanks, Pat.
Right up there.
Rhea,
Put him in a short cage.
I'm actually not going to be coming down to the ring because unlike you, I actually have some self-control. I waited for you all this time. I can wait until SummerSlam. I think the reason why I actually did come out in the first place is pretty obvious. It's because I have feelings for Dominic. And Dominic has feelings for me too.
I don't know
and
if they go that
even
route.
You can't deny that. Do you want to know why you can't deny that, Rhea? It's because gorgeous men like Dominic, he doesn't go for girls that look like you. No. No. Gorgeous men like Dominic go for girls that look like me.
Holy hell.
Let go! Let go of me!
Hold on. Just hear me out. Just
What?
listen. Just
What?
listen.
Tell me.
Just
What do
listen.
you want? You said enough! What do you want?
Mommy, let me take care of this.
Guys, please, let Daddy Dominic talk.
Liv.
Daddy Dom, I think... guys, please, just let him speak. Because I think I know what you're gonna say, and I feel the exact same way too. So you can finally just say those 3 little words.
You want those 3 little words? I hate you, Liv. Are you stupid? Are you deaf? No entiendes lo que te estoy diciendo, cabrona. I don't like you. You've ruined my life over and over again. No te puedo entender lo que piensas por la cabeza. ¿Estás pendeja o qué? I can't stand you. You've ruined everything for me. And now te odio con toda mi vida.
I have no idea what he said.
Yep, she just licked him.
Yes, she did. He somehow goes from the outhouse to the penthouse in Rhea's eyes. And
So, Dummy Dom, that's all it took. I mean, that's what Rhea wanted all along.
Yeah, I mean, that could have been handled a long time ago, but
Rhea basically wanted
yeah,
to
I
tell
still think
Dominic
he might.
to hit bricks.
Now I'm wondering, does he turn on, like some of y'all have said in chat, does he turn on purpose? Does he purposely
Rhea
cost
wanted
Rhea the
Dominic
match?
to tell Liv
yeah,
to hit the bricks.
Dom might have just earned.
She licked it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Dominic might have earned Rhea's trust once again by publicly shaming Liv Morgan, and her heart was broken. Poor heart.
Well, now Rhea's going to be able to enjoy what she's going to be a part of a week from Friday in Cleveland, Ohio. Just announced, WWE presents Damian Priest live with a special appearance from Rhea Ripley at the Agora in Cleveland next Friday, August 2nd.
Everybody's
at
getting
12
like
noon.
one-man
Tickets on
shows
sale this
now.
Wednesday via WWE.com/event. Special pre-sale starts tomorrow at 10 a.m.
I'm not mad at it.
Eastern.
I'm
The
really
passcode,
not mad at it.
Archer. Get it for Archer?
I'm not either, to be honest.
Nonetheless, earlier tonight, we kicked off Monday Night Raw with a confrontation between Gunther and Damian Priest. Priest was sick and tired of Gunther calling him street trash. So what did he do, Mr. McAfee?
Came out and he said, "Nah," bang, punched him in the mouth, and a brawl would start that would be impossible to stop by any human in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
And then the fight would go out toward the parking lot area. Finally,
Every time I see that
security,
crate fall,
general
I'm like,
manager Adam
oh,
Pearce
that
would separate these two men, and in the interest of saving his main event for SummerSlam, Pearce
Because those matches are meant to be special. If you do them all the time, they're no longer special.
ejecting him from the
You
building.
got to build properly to those.
Hopefully, cooler heads will prevail.
So they got rid of that PLE.
From Saturday, Cleveland.
Yeah, that's why it's been
Ohio,
converted to
Cleveland
Bad
Brown
Blood.
Stadium. Damian
Which, by the way, is
Priest
where Hell in a Cell
defending the
debuted.
Heavyweight championship against the King of the Ring, the King General, Gunther.
Need those two to make it to SummerSlam, and for the good of everybody, let's keep them away from each other. Good move.
Ooh, one of those images
Adam
has
Pearce.
Gunther still with the IC title.
Yeah. He is.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the LWO from Queens, New
I thought that was a cast for a minute.
So guy.
Catherine Kelly's about to get a word with Zelina Vega.
Told me like it is.
Now, Zelina, last week you were injured at the hands of the very people that you were facing this evening. I can see that you're not at 100%, but are you concerned going into tonight?
Kathy, I'm a Boricua, okay? This is not going to stop me. No, I've said it once before and I'll say it again. No one can keep Zelina
Now, there's
Vega
somebody
down.
who's getting
I've
the
been
Ricochet
underestimating my
treatment,
entire
unfortunately, is
life.
Dragon Lee.
So it's time that I start proving people wrong and shutting people
We're
the hell
seeing
up.
him have great matches, but he loses, and then we don't see him.
Well, you heard
He
her
just
back to
disappears.
Cole.
Well, Zelina Vega set for action tonight again. Her right arm heavily bandaged after the attack by Shayna and Zoe and Sonya Deville. And, of course, she's carrying the top line. Flip-flop.
Yeah, her Twitch streams where she was cranking on Dom and stuff were hilarious.
Zelina Vega.
Exactly, Vandal.
One-on-one with Zoe Stark.
Oh. This is going to be a good one. Hashtag push Zelina. The world's saying it. Let's watch it.
feel like Zelina should be. I feel like she should be. I almost have a feeling now that possibly he turns on Rhea at SummerSlam.
It's getting more and more in your head, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at the break of Judgment Day. I mean, legitimate breakup of the Judgment Day. That'd be a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Especially since Priest was the only one that had Rhea's back while she was out.
Yeah.
You know?
You can have her turn on
I mean,
Rhea.
and we're seeing Finn kind of...
Yeah, Finn's definitely planting seeds and kind of doing some shit. My only concern with turning Dom on Rhea, you're obviously going to be pairing Liv Morgan and Dom together afterwards if it's on purpose. I don't want Liv to fall into a kind of valet situation. Now she'll obviously retain the title if Dom turns,
which could easily happen.
But my concern is her turning into a valet for Dom versus being a threat long term in the women's division. There is an NXT PLE in September, but not a main roster PLE. Because they're technically doing 2 in August. The first weekend and the last weekend. And then Bad Blood, I believe, is the... What day again is Bad Blood? The 5th of October? I think the first Saturday of October. That, yeah. It's just the way the month fell out because the Saturday fell on the 31st. I mean, Vandal, I can see that as well. I could see Dom sticking with Rhea even when Judgment Day splits. But I think it might be time for Dom to kind of go his own way. I mean, we had like casket matches and Inferno matches and stuff, but even then they were still few and far between. You think back on a nearly 30-year career.
They didn't have a whole PLE dedicated to him.
Yeah, like they didn't happen all the time. I think there's only been, at least in the Undertaker's case, what is it? It's less than 10 casket matches in his career, I believe.
6. If I'm remembering properly.
I'm trying to remember how many casket matches. There's only been a less than a handful of Inferno matches. Hell in a Cell became overplayed and not properly used when it became a pay-per-view. Same can kind of be said for Extreme Rules and like TLC. But if you do them correctly, it'd be better, but...
Yeah.
Most likely Tatiana. Oh, my bad.
Figure is based on his appearance at WrestleMania 12, where he ziplined down to the ring, and one of the most unforgettable entrances ever. Get him this Thursday at MattelCreations.com.
I don't think so, Wendigo.
Hey,
I actually think that Hikuleo.
Happy birthday to you.
I think Hikuleo interferes in a match but gets caught. Like it doesn't matter if he gets caught. He just goes in there and wrecks Cody.
Kid Shawn Michaels.
And thank you for everything you've done for the business, sir.
And are still doing.
Absolutely.
At NXT. Zelina Vega.
Shit, I should have went to the bathroom.
Next season is fired tomorrow.
Injured arm and all.
Earrings just went flying. Flip flop
Yeah,
has
really quick,
disappeared.
I'll be right back.
And now this.
And her opponent, accompanied to the ring by Sonya Deville and
All right.
Shayna Baszler from Las Vegas, Nevada, Zoe Stark!
Zoe Stark making fun of the injured arm of Zelina Vega. That is because those three women caused the damage last week. Vega in a matchup against Sonya Deville. Shayna Baszler targeting the arm. Deville would hit Deville's advocate. And after picking up the victory,
I don't have Netflix.
the destruction was not over there, Pat. This group showing the world how dangerous they are.
Yeah, classic
Group is
Sonya.
small.
There was a beatdown after the bell, and Carter and Chance would come out, and Sonya would scurry, obviously, whenever the numbers were fair, but
To the doctors attending to Zelina later on in the night. Meanwhile, she's heavily taped on her right arm, but ready to battle tonight, one-on-one with Zoe Stark.
quickly, Zoe, Shayna, and Sonya have caused a lot
I
of pain.
want that
Earlier
Seth
tonight,
Booker
Deville knocking
versus
off
Sonya
Lyra
Deville,
Valkyria with the help of
please.
Stark and Baszler. And now Stark and Zelina go one-on-one. And Zelina looking to roll up Stark and win this one quickly in a kick out by Zoe Stark.
Zelina, the first ever queen of the ring here in the WWE.
The former tag team champion as well. And Zoe Stark just using her power now to take control of Zelina Vega, driving Stark into the corner.
Zelina using her quickness and her...
Yeah, she's a spark plug, there's no doubt about that.
Absolutely. Incredible intellect as
And
well.
look at Stark going right to work on the injured arm of
Yeah.
Zelina Vega. She was medically
15
cleared
field. I
to
can see
compete
that.
tonight. I asked her earlier today if it was wise going into the ring with Stark. Zelina said, I will never back down from a challenge, but she may be thinking twice about that. However, rolls out of harm's way and delivers a kick to Stark.
Zelina wants to get to the top of the marquee. She's going to fight whoever, whenever. Doesn't matter how injured she is or how available everything is. She wants to fight, but she signs up to be taking on 3 heat, I think.
Yeah, Stark pounding away on Zelina Vega. We talked about Zelina being medically cleared tonight. CM
Back.
Punk
All right,
has
welcome
officially
back.
been cleared as well. We learned earlier tonight he will face Drew McIntyre one-on-one a week from Saturday at SummerSlam, but there's a little catch to this match.
Yeah, they're not able to touch each other until then, or it'll be canceled.
There's also the special guest referee.
Seth freaking Rollins. That's
Indeed.
massive news.
So
And now Stark with the shoulders
Yeah,
to the
it
midsection
definitely
of
flew
Vega.
today when they got...
They're also not allowed to touch each other, it'll be canceled. And we need that not to happen. But Seth freaking Rollins putting on the stripes is certainly going to make the party of the summer even bigger and better.
And Vega bringing
I
the
think
fight
possibly
here to Zoe Stark. Stark driven face first into
Sami
the
Zayn, Jey
turnbuckle.
Uso
That's
versus
Zelina Vega wrestling,
Judgment Day
baby.
tag match.
That's
at the
how
main
it
event.
always goes.
And now Vega, second rope now. Zoe from behind with a shot to the spine.
The thing about the size difference and the power difference here is it is noticeable.
Yeah, and Zelina had a lot to say about that this week on social media. Said, will people stop talking about my size and talk about my ability in the ring? Oh, and Stark right to the injured arm of Zelina Vega. Zoe's taken over. Zelina's in deep, deep trouble. Can she fight back into this?
Turn up your summer with Twisted Tea.
I haven't given more than one segment for this match.
me too.
It's definitely not fair to call them wannabe Shield when, first off, they're not. Second of all, they're following what they were booked to do because this is the storyline that's been booked for them. And by the way, the Shield was not the first team to put their hands in the middle. A lot of teams do it. They're not going out there in riot gear. They're not running through the crowd. You know, they're actually having matches. And they're building this into something. And I hope it goes well because they have the ability to be very dominant. Yeah, Shield are not the OGs. There were tons of teams before them. Tons, guys. I realize that some of y'all are pretty young, but tons. Pete, that is a factual statement. The Three Amigos did it best. Now, if they were coming out in all black riot gear and putting their fist in the middle, then yeah, I'd say, oh, look, it's a knockoff Shield. It's not what they're doing.
Jacob, that's an interesting idea. I hope it happens, actually.
No, Chris, no, we never will. Once in a lifetime, Eddie Guerrero.
I can see that, Mel. Boo Boo Kitty Darling, that's never going to happen because Mindy Rhodes will never come back because she's making over $1 million annually and more.
Dark, but Zoe has been dominating
So,
throughout the entire
he's happy.
commercial break. The damage. Oh, wait a minute. Zelina rolling up Stark looking for the win here. Zoe's got a kick out at 2.
Inside cradle almost stole this thing.
Again, that injured arm was caused by the assault by these 3 women. Stark, DeVille, and Baszler last week.
And during the break, obviously, Sonya and Shayna have made their mark known.
Like a sniper. The missile swat kick from
Now,
Zoe
again, if
Stark
they
to Vega.
all of a sudden all start wearing the exact same gear,
Kick out by Vega, and Zelina's still in this.
and they start coming through the crowd, and they
Great
start putting
guts
their fist
being
in the
shown
middle,
here tonight by Zelina. Look
then
at this
I can see the
precision.
comparison.
Watch
But just because
Zelina
Bang.
fly.
the number 3 and they happen to
Across
put their
the
hands
ring.
in the middle, it's not the
Zoe
same.
said that Sonya saw potential in both Shayna and I, and because of her, we now run this division.
I mean, it's hard to argue.
Any storyline I could see in.
Shayna and Zoe have obviously always had it. Sonya's going to try to get them all on the same page.
Zelina created some space and now delivering those
I'd have to really
blows
think
to the
about that.
hamstrings. Zoe Stark. Step up Enziguri, drop Stark to a knee. And now Vega,
Don,
looking to
if
build a
there's any
little bit of
storyline that I could
momentum.
change, I would change the Kurt Angle retirement match.
Oh, DDT! Zoe's
Yeah.
in trouble. Can Zelina somehow capitalize?
Zelina able to, like, hypnotize Zoe.
That's
She
not
flew
that's
around
not even
into
at
a
all true at all.
DDT.
That's not even close
Could you
to true.
fathom if
Trip.
Zelina was able to beat Zoe right in front of Shayna
Shayna
and
for
Sonya?
weeks
A bad arm and
recruited
all.
those 2.
Zelina Vega now.
And those 2
Top
kept
rope.
losing and realizing, oh, maybe we need
Cover.
something.
Is it enough? Almost had her.
And then they came out and attacked somebody. That is,
Zelina
they did
floating
not
through the
at
air
all.
and almost put Stark
They did
away.
not have
And
similar
what would have to
debuts.
be considered an
The
upset
Shield
tonight
literally
because
showed
of
up
the
out of nowhere.
damage
We
to
had
the
no
right
idea who
arm
they
of
were,
Vega.
And
and
the
they just went to
advantage
town, and they were
of Shayna
lackeys
and
at
Sonya
first for CM Punk.
ringside for Zoe.
Whoa,
This
looking
team,
for code red, but
Sonya Deville
Zoe Stark
has been
able to
working
shoo her
for
away,
weeks
and
and weeks to
kick right to
recruit.
the face. Stark into the cover now. Shoulders down for the win. Kick out by Vega at 2, and Zoe Stark getting extremely frustrated now that she hasn't been able to put Vega away.
Great defense to the code red there, just kind of standing up, sending Zelina.
And Zelina now sends Zoe
No.
into the second rope.
I don't know.
DeVille now
I don't know.
up, causing the distraction. Shayna tries to get involved and trips up Vega.
Lands hard on her arm.
Oh, and from behind, Carter and Chance and Lyra Valkyria. And now Vega. Oh, Zelina Vega, I believe, just
Elbow Zoe.
And again with the arm brace, using the arm brace to her advantage. And now, Code Red. And the win for Vega.
Here is your winner, Zelina Vega!
What a win by Zelina tonight, Pat.
What a moment for Zelina.
And it's only appropriate she used the brace on the arm that was damaged by those three women to help her in the victory tonight. Give the assist to
Here's another thing that doesn't make them like the Shield. The Shield didn't lose for quite a long time.
A little bit of payback on the villain company tonight.
Comeuppance is real. The WWE Universe is sending a little payback to these three who've been running amok. Zelina utilizing the taped up, padded brace. And then Code Red sinks it deep with a win on Monday Night Raw. Wow! What a win for Zelina.
Yes, they both use the Code Red. Of course, Roxanne calls her as a pop rock. But Zelina Vega's cousin
Look, I know you got a million things going on.
Amazing
I
Red.
plan it to you every single week.
Her that
but next Monday, I need Karrion Kross one-on-one.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I can't drag anybody in this. I have to do this by myself. Please, come on.
Consider it done.
Thank you.
No, you're not muted.
So you didn't think mentioning Seth Rollins was going to be the referee was an important detail you should have told me before I went out there, no?
Hold on. If you had a problem with referees, you shouldn't put your hands on them. Get the match in the ring, right? That's what I'm doing.
But Seth Rollins, man. You know Seth and I have history. We have issues with each other. I know that him and Punk have issues because Punk said some nasty words on the internet or something, but I've done some actual things to Seth. I took his world title at WrestleMania. How is this fair?
Fair. Interesting you use the word fair because next week, you and Punk are going to be in the ring with Seth. And we're going to find out how fair he is when he gives you his official referee instructions. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need a drink.
Here's the thing about Code Red's King Fox. It's really not the person giving the move. It's the person taking the move. They're doing most of the work. The person taking the move is doing most of the work.
Live on Raw.
So the issue doesn't come so much down to whether Roxanne's is better than Zelina's or vice versa. It's are Roxanne's opponents taking it worse than Zelina's opponents. I don't think the tag division is going downhill. I think they're already kind of in a valley and they need to get brought out of it, but hopefully they will too.
I think we have a better tag division right now on SmackDown than we do Raw. That's personal opinion, but something just needs to happen to make the tag teams actually matter on Raw again.
Well, it's like after having the main event WrestleMania where KO and Sammy won it, it felt like they didn't know what to do next, and it's kind of fallen back into the wayside.
All you have to do is just look into his eyes, and you know he's got it.
I unmuted too soon. Yeah, I unmuted early. My bad. Yeah, the tag division definitely needs something, and I think that it looks like they're leading towards something, but they're still a ways away.
Well, like I said last week on NXT, they need to do another Dusty Classic. You know, that really sparks the attention for the tag team division in NXT, and it helps out with the rest of the roster too.
Yeah. No, we will not be doing an Olympics watch along. That will definitely get us copyright stricken and flagged. The Olympics do not play. They have sued so many people just for using the rings using rings that look similar to the Olympic rings, not even using the Olympic rings.
Yeah.
Would Motor City Machine Guns fit better on Raw, SmackDown, or NXT? Personally,
Raw.
I would like them
Raw.
I would like them in NXT because I'm selfish, and I think NXT is the best show in the world, and I also think those guys fit in well with the style that goes on in NXT. That being said, they could be a nice infusion into Raw's tag team division, but I think the kind of stories you tell with the Motor City Machine Guns may fall better into SmackDown.
That's true too. I don't know, just put them on NXT for a while, let them see where they fit in and stuff like that, and then go from there. I mean, it's the best thing to do.
Oh,
yes, Tyler is absolutely correct. The Olympics committee sued WWE for Kurt Angle's Olympic Slam.
It was actually a multi-layered. It was a multi-layered suit because they were also trying to sue him for using the gold medal on screen.
Yes.
And he had the Olympic rings on his tights.
Yep.
They lost. I think they lost that one because obviously it's still called the Olympic Slam. It's still called, he still had the medals.
Yep.
I also don't even know if it ever actually went to court.
Kim.
I did not mean to click it. I didn't mean to click it. I was just getting ready. This is a long commercial break.
It's 10:30. We got a half hour.
Oh, the Olympics don't play. Like, Michael Phelps had to get special permission from the Olympic Committee to use his gold medals during advertising because they don't even let gold medalists who get like Wheaties boxes and stuff. Like, if you get a Wheaties box after winning the Olympics get most of that money. They don't play. There's a great episode of Adam Ruins Everything on the Olympics, and it talks about how it's just a terribly run organization for the athletes. Yeah, they do not play at all. So if you get a chance, I think it's still on Netflix. Adam Ruins Everything. There is an Olympics episode. They go in depth on that. There's actually a guy who was an Olympic shot putter, gold medalist for USA, who has made it kind of his life's mission to try to get better rights and better monetary opportunities for Olympic competitors, because a lot of times these people spend their entire life preparing for the Olympics. They go, and then they're not allowed to use any of the stuff they did in the Olympics to further so they're stuck working. They don't get to. They spend their entire lives to become a gold medalist, only to then have to get some 9-to-5 job that most of them don't. They have to go low end on the job because they didn't. Yes, they went to college, but they focused so much on the sport they didn't really do well. So that lawsuit,
like, you guys ever see those figure skating shows, so like
on
that?
Prime, and Prime has actually proven all of those accusations to be false.
So you ever see those ice skating shows with all the former Olympic athletes and stuff like that? Yeah, that the first year that happened, none of them got paid. One, two, they didn't get paid because the Olympics told them they couldn't get paid.
To address the challenge presented by Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. What can we expect?
Oh, we'll be there with a message for the former women's tag team champions.
Alba Fire and Ayla Dawn have
Yes, he does.
everything right now, and we
Not all the time, but he does from time to time have the Olympics logo. Mark Henry did as well.
Oh, wait. You guys have been on the other show so much, you haven't been paying attention to what's going on around here. See, we've been running this division week after week.
Unholy Union.
Yeah, that's why Zelina just beat your girl?
And actually, everyone seems to be running through yous right now. So,
you know what's funny? Zelina just made the biggest mistake of her career, and so did those other girls. But we're gonna handle them later. Something you two need to understand is that Jade and Bianca aren't your biggest issue. We are. And you're looking at the team that's gonna take those titles off you.
Oh, I mean, you're more than welcome to try.
No, we will. See you soon.
Bye. I know.
Everybody's gunning for the tag team champions. Want to remind everyone that next week, the final Raw before SummerSlam and then the Raw after SummerSlam, both over on Sci-Fi.
Dream come true.
You make a note. SummerSlam a week from Saturday for the World Heavyweight Championship. Damian Priest defends against this man.
Respectable champions.
Dustin is still under
Impressive
contract with
legacies.
AEW, so that will not happen.
Unmatched impacts. All living out their dream, but all weighed
Now,
down
Dustin's sons,
by fragile egos.
however, are not.
Fragile egos that have shattered the reputation of the World Heavyweight Championship. All simple men that will shrink in front of a title. This is why WWE desperately needed me. And this is why the World Heavyweight Championship needs me. To create a new mountaintop. I have to admit,
No, the
Seth
main event
Rollins
is
did a fantastic
Sammy
job
and Jay
elevating
versus
the
Judgment
title.
Day.
But the burden, being the workhorse, drove him into the ground. Drew McIntyre, so concerned with an afterthought like CM Punk, could barely hold on to the championship for 5 minutes. And now, as Damian
The Olympics
Priest
is supposed to be the
honorably
pinnacle of
carries that weight on his
sportsmanship and
shoulders,
athleticism.
his
Winning a
foundation
gold medal means you're the
is starting
absolute
to
best
crack.
in the world.
All that work for Damian's dream to slip away.
Craig, this has been a completely packed
It's a
episode
shame.
of Raw. I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to be a lot better
And
off
as I
going
look
and reading a
around at the
recap
cast of
on Google.
challengers, it becomes truly disgusting. I cannot respect the entertainers more concerned making the crowd sing or hitting some clever line for the respect of the mindless. None of that means anything. Once you step
Alex, I
foot
agree with you
into the
if
sacred
Priest
ring.
is face.
I am the only one that
Like,
can
I have a
redefine
feeling you're
the
absolutely correct.
prestige of the World Heavyweight Championship and bring it to a level no title has ever seen before. At SummerSlam, the future of this great
Now,
sport
not sure, but we'll
is
see.
on the line. And just like everyone else that said they will teach me a lesson, Damian will fail. And I
Yeah,
will
unfortunately, like
showcase
this episode in
that
particular
power,
has been very
dominance,
packed
prestige
and has flown by.
this sport still desperately needs. At SummerSlam, the Ring General Gunther will become the World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, it's going to be hard to argue with the man if he can knock off Damian Priest a week from Saturday. Cleveland Browns Stadium in
Jacob, I can
Cleveland.
see if they
Priest
did
and
that,
Gunther
it would be
for
more
the
to help
World
Lola than it would be
Heavyweight
Stephanie.
Championship.
Lola's proven she needs help with mic skills and stuff like that. She just needs to be more proactive and better with her promos and stuff like that. But her skills in the ring have turned out really good, and Stephanie could use the help from Lola with orientating herself to the WWE way.
I wonder if now if they're actually like not to make this sound like it's not organic, but I'm wondering if they're actually like, hey, let's pull this. Hey guys, in this section, come be part of the entrance, and they bring them up into this area.
They might. I mean, that'd be cool.
The old handshake's back.
Yes, it is. And we're yeeting in Green Bay.
Jade got to skip NXT because she was a well-known entity to the American population. Stephanie, unfortunately, is not. Stephanie McClure is not well known as Jade was in the American wrestling scene. Specifically, specifically the WWE American wrestling fan.
I'm eating good, but I'm eating.
Are not as familiar with Stephanie McClure. So, plus again, I'm very biased when it comes to NXT. It's a great
Honestly, I
television,
think Jade,
so love getting
he should
Stephanie
have
in NXT.
taken some time.
You're not having internet issues, are you?
I still think Jay should take some time in. Who, me?
Yeah,
No,
because
what?
this is how you sound right now. And you're like, but it's just you. It's not me. I thought it might have been my internet, but I'm moving fine. It was you there. I was like, what the hell? That was weird.
Pretty cool.
Which is funny because there's sometimes where it's opposite, where I'm fine to me and you're sticking copy. Whatever, it's fine. It's all good. What? Do you agree with me that Jade should have spent some time in NXT?
I would have liked her to spend some time in NXT.
Well, yeah, can't wait for the beat to drop, pal.
I think mainly just because it would have shut a lot of the neckbeards on the internet up. About how, oh, she's so bad in the ring. Look at her. She's messing up. Almost every botch in a Jade Cargill match
Right.
she's been in WWE,
But I wanted
point
to
to the other person. I understand putting her on the main
Right.
roster, and I think putting her with Bianca Belair was super.
But the reason I want, I wanted to see Jade Cargill versus.
I have no idea what you said. Friday. You did the jerky thing again.
I want to see Lash Legend versus Jade Cargill.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you know, and you think about dream matches, but that's no reason to send her to NXT for a dream match. Like, I understand the reality of it is.
I agree with you.
Her star power was huge. Like the fact that she was getting massive pops just showing up on a screen in the back. I think they did that on purpose. Like they had those vignettes and they had her pop up at different places to see how places react. And the fact that the sold out crowds of Raw and SmackDown were popping massively for her. It's like, yeah, we need to go ahead and move her right to the main roster. We can stick her with Bianca. That'll be a great mentor / partner for her. And like I said, you can go back through and look at her matches where there's been botches, and it's not her fault. Next subathon is
right,
SummerSlam.
Pete's right. Jade is amazing. She's had less than 100 matches, and she is awesome.
Steven, do you mean a YouTube channel?
Oh, there are so. There's no one in YouTube chat.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay, Nicodemus. Jade's botches have been the ropes going in for business for themselves, and we've proven it time and time again.
Well, again, like I said, most of the botches are actually on the opponent and not on her. Like, especially when it was Kairi Sane, there was like a 2-month period where Kairi Sane just seemed off. Like, and I'm wondering if she got concussed and it never got checked. Like, she got hit in the head, but like it was one of the things, it didn't seem as bad. Because there's times you can get a concussion where it doesn't seem like you bumped your head that hard, so you don't even get checked. But Kairi Sane was off for like 2 months. She had this period of time where nothing seemed to click for her. But Jade being the new person and everything, you know, she got blamed for it. But it was like, nah, it's not her fault. What's up, Nate? Popping up in the TikTok chat. How you doing, my friend?
What's up, Nate?
Yeah, and then of course there was the issue. We had that issue with the ropes for like a month, where it was the ropes decided like we're going into business for ourselves.
Whoa. Hold on.
Thank you for popping in. Love you, brother.
Hold on, I got. So WWE just released today a match: Jules Uso and Jimmy Uso versus Bo
and Bray Wyatt.
I can't remember his name, but the Rotunda brothers.
Yeah, it was Bo and
No,
Bray.
it was Bo Rotunda and his.
Well, yeah, but it's under the name.
It was Bo and Bray, but it was under a Rotunda name. And but Jules Uso was actually Jay's first WWE name.
Yeah, I'm glad they went away from that.
Me too.
Duke. Thank you, Nate, and thank you, Mitchell. Yeah, AJ sent me that earlier today.
Thank you. Yeah, Duke. They are so much skinnier back than the Uso boys. So much skinnier.
Yeah, it's main event time. We're getting into the main event now. Guys, don't forget for the next 2 weeks, Raw will be on Sci-Fi. I will still stream it, of course.
Rollins, stay out of a hot feud challenge. Impossible. Whoa, he's in the middle of it, Drew. He's
Nate, are you still here? I want to know your thoughts on already having a special guest referee for their first match together.
Also next week on Monday Night Raw live in St. Paul, Minnesota, the final Raw before SummerSlam. Big 6-woman tag team matchup as DeVille and company look to try to rule the women's division. Xavier Woods gets what he wanted. Not sure if it was a wise move, but he's going to get Karrion Kross one-on-one next week on Monday Night Raw. And the ring general, the King of the Ring, Gunther, in action against what happened to tag team champions Finn Balor of Judgment Day, live next week. Then, Pat, we turn our attention to a week from Saturday.
I can see a Wyatt versus Bloodline match down the road. That's something they've already kind of teased. Triple H
These two
teased
obviously can't keep their hands and fists off of each other.
It's got to be after
Also
we
at
get all this stuff with the
SummerSlam,
Bloodline Civil War.
Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan after Dirty Dom broke Liv's heart earlier tonight.
Yeah, but made mommy proud. What's the mindset of everybody heading into that?
Loud Mania. I don't know if it is for the title.
LA Knight's career looking for his first championship in WWE. Takes on Logan Paul for the U.S. title.
Yeah.
Bayley versus the Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax, for the WWE Women's Championship.
Things got really personal between those two on Friday.
When did that happen,
Can't
Karina?
wait to see that championship fight.
Told you about this already. The special guest referee is Seth Rollins. CM Punk cleared to fight. He takes on McIntyre a week from Saturday at SummerSlam.
SummerSlam card is absolutely packed. Special guest referee Seth freaking Rollins puts it over the top.
Solo Sikoa claims he's bringing the undisputed WWE Championship back to the bloodline.
I don't know if Nia's winning. We'll see.
At SummerSlam.
He keeps telling people to acknowledge him
Rex,
and acknowledge him
right
as
there with you
tribal
with the
chief. Well, win
ECW
the
on
title
Sci-Fi.
then, Solo, 'cause
As
Cody's
of
our
right
champ.
now, my feelings when it comes to the Nia Bayley match is that Bayley will, it'll be a very hard fought match.
Zayn's in action
Bayley
right
will
now on
squeak
Monday
out
Night
a
Raw.
win last
What
minute,
condition
and then
will both of
Tiffany
these men be going into Cleveland?
cash in.
And speaking of Sami Zayn, the second
Yeah,
installment
SummerSlam is
of
absolutely
WWE superstar Sami
Junior
Zayn's comedy
Guinness
show.
family,
Sami
restaurant
Zayn and
caught
Friends
fire.
in Cleveland will take place at the Agora
God,
Theater in Cleveland next Friday at 11 p.m. as part of
thoughts and
SummerSlam
prayers out with
weekend.
Junior Guinness
Tickets
family,
are on
and
sale now at
hopefully they can get that fixed
AgoraCleveland.com.
very quickly. I'm sure they had insurance. Hopefully it covers everything. But that is their family. That's their livelihood. And
we're still eating.
Yes, I know Johnny makes money, but
And now
still,
we're not.
that sucks.
Yeah. So, if Tiffany has a new briefcase that is bedazzled and pinked up and stuff like that on SmackDown, I don't see her cashing in at SummerSlam.
I still do. And I only say that because Bayley's the one who destroyed her case in the first place. We already got a tease of a cash in, and Nia not being happy about it. But if Nia loses, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Representing the Judgment Day, they are the World Tag Team Champions, JD McDonough and Finn Balor!
Miscommunication issues abound when it comes to Judgment Day. Rhea Ripley asked these guys, why are you trying to pick a fight with Jey Uso? They attacked him backstage, which led to this tag team match.
Yes, Tiffany is with Kaiser.
I don't think they've ever made it official, but yeah, he's in.
Maybe somewhere down the
Now, I
road,
don't believe this
tag
is for the
team
tag title.
opportunity.
I believe
Could be
this is
as
just a
early
tag
as next
match.
Monday, maybe in St. Paul, Minnesota, when the final Raw before SummerSlam.
No, I don't think we've ever had an expired Money in the Bank.
No, Casey, that is...
Monday night on Sci-Fi.
we almost, a lot of people think we're going to think they were doing that with priests and stuff like that, but they didn't, thankfully. I don't know how I would feel about a expired catch scene.
I think that's a terrible idea.
Earlier on tonight.
That would be worse than being punished with catching as well.
I do too.
Stop putting his foot in his mouth.
Because then your entire gimmick is 4-time
everything he does, he puts Dominic in worse situations than maybe anybody else.
So good to see Sammy and Jay back together again here as a tag team. Remember, they were part of the Bloodline
Sheamus, you're not wrong.
for a long,
Carlos,
long
it's because
time.
USA will be covering the Olympics.
Olympics, Carlos.
Going on with the Bloodline over on Friday Night SmackDown and the new Tribal Chief, Solo Sikoa. The damage they've done to Cody and Randy and Kevin Owens over the past couple of weeks.
I could see Miz and R-Truth actually coming out here tonight because you've got Dominic and Carlito
Also, I mean, the
on the
judgment day
outside.
here, Finn Balor, he's fighting for mommy. Jey Uso was shooting a shot. Sending
Yeah.
his heat.
Indeed, and here's the cover by Balor, hook of the leg and a kick out. Jey Uso seemed to garner some interest in Rhea Ripley as of late. Although that's probably been put on the back burner now that she's back together with Dirty Dom.
You know, she licked Dom's face, obviously, and didn't get caught up in the moment, especially with what Dom said.
Oh, Silent Carlos. Yeah, good to have a Braun Strowman run in too. So,
affable, much more likable than Dominic Mysterio.
or excuse me,
Balor looks to take
fast
out Uso
wobble.
Sunday
It
night
doesn't
next
run that
week.
well anymore.
Got Gunther. Love to take out Gunther before the match against Priest at SummerSlam. Uso, the big kick to Balor drops
No,
him in that.
again,
Coming
guys,
out
you got to remember,
by
it's a
main event
publicly
Jey
traded
Uso,
company.
and a kick out by Balor.
I mean, let's not get
And
twisted.
USA,
The Judgment
USA
Day
and Sci-Fi are owned by the same
is
company as well.
They got champions all over the place.
Yeah, dangerous as they come. Tag made, here comes Sami Zayn. Sami, the Intercontinental Champion, focusing on the tag match tonight, but a week from Saturday, he's got a major problem, Pat. He's got a pissed off Braun Breaker. He's upset that he couldn't knock off Sami at Money in the Bank for the championship, and now he's coming for the title again. And you saw what he did to Dragunov earlier tonight.
Sami's got a dog at SummerSlam in Cleveland, which is the home of a dog pound. So that might be tough, but Green Bay loves them some Sami Zayn, and how could you not? Fighting champion.
Yeah, J.D. McDonough. Sami Zayn with a leapfrog and big clothesline to McDonough. You know, we mentioned earlier Jelly Roll, who's going to be performing
Jimmy
live,
is just missing a
live at
little
SummerSlam.
something,
Also
but
a
I
couple of
think
SummerSlam theme songs. Remember when
I saw
he
glimpses
got
of
into
it back when
knocked
he
old
first
JD
came
on
back
his
from
ass
injury,
down there a few
and he
months
had that
ago?
shirt, I
Down
ain't
there in
nobody's
Nashville, How
bitch.
could you not?
And like when he was doing, for the couple weeks that he was allowed to by Vince McMahon to be a babyface before joining up with the Bloodline, I started to see sparks of like, yeah, Jimmy could go solo and be great.
He will put his
But
body through
unfortunately,
anything
like,
to pick up a dub
he's
for the
felt
Judgment Day.
kind of
He
stifled
picks up his
in
first
the Bloodline
WWE
storyline,
title
and-
with Finn
and
Balor,
I-
obviously
he
his
needs that.
countryman.
Also the man who trained him, brought him along. And here's the cover by McDonough. JD told me he's so proud to have held his first tag gold in WWE with Finn Balor, longtime friend and coach. And Sami Zayn now drives McDonough over the top rope. And now Finn Balor sent out as well. Sami Zayn! Moonsault off the top!
Fantastic stuff.
Yes, this is the main event.
From our Intercontinental Champion.
And the Sami chants from this capacity crowd in Green Bay.
Jin, where are
Dirty
you
Dom
from?
looking for a cheap shot.
Classic Dirty Dom putting his mustache in a place it shouldn't be.
And now Carlito from behind takes advantage. Okay,
I don't know if Rhea and Liv appear.
That wasn't cool.
How do you like them?
I mean, maybe, but
let's do it.
It's the epic finale of the toughest competition show ever conceived.
nobody cares. Okay. Oh, ow, ow. Ow. Arthritis in my ankles is acting up because I'm old. Oh. By the way, just a little nod to NXT. I do believe that Cora Jade could be returning soon. Her and Roxanne have been posting a lot of like kind of funny TikToks and whatnot, but they've also been posting stuff of them working out in the ring. So it looks like Cora Jade is getting ready for that return. Which puts a slightly interesting wrinkle into the whole title picture.
Yeah.
Now I can thank the army for the arthritis in my ankles. I have bad knees, but I luckily don't have arthritis in them, but they're just bad. Also bad shoulders, bad back, bad neck. Luckily I found a really good chiropractor, which has helped. Well, aren't we all just run down? That's what I'm kind of thinking is they may have Cora go after the women's North American title, Vegas. I was kind of thinking that. Because you've got, Stephanie Vacour and Julia coming over, and there's been, the talk is that Julia is who they're going to build the division around. But you've also got the rumor of Delta also being signed, and I feel like she'll also go to NXT. Again, for the same reason as Stephanie will be, is that not many people in America know who Delta is. So your main event.
Yeah, they need to know who that is.
Your main event picture gets pretty stacked already. Cora Jade would be a really good women's North American champion, and even if she comes back heel and you have Roxanne being heel, those two could kind of team back up as just friends, like not necessarily a team, maybe tag occasionally, but those two being champion at the same time, being friends, that would be interesting. Delta is an Australian.
See, that's the point. I got two, 3 people. She's amazing. If you get a chance, look up her stuff.
Yeah, how did we describe her? We had a kind of perfect, combination description of her. It was like a Rhea Ripley.
Oh, she's I don't remember now.
Luca Vachon.
How they're going to be able to do that, though. This Judgment Day has been dominant, and
well, they've got Carlito.
A little bit, not really supernatural, but a touch of it.
They created some chaos at our announce table during the break.
Yeah, this little weasel, Dirty Dom, has been nothing but a pest.
Yeah.
Sammy trying to make a tag. The main event. Jey Uso and McDonough drops him on the back of his neck. Cover now. Off the back suplex by Jey.
I think letting Bobby go is good for Bobby, not for WWE, but I think it's good for Bobby.
I think it's actually. And I'll say why I think it's good for WWE, because unfortunately the roster is overly stacked. They're signing new people, and Bobby it doesn't seem to work for him.
Personalities.
He's been kind of flat and one-dimensional since returning from injury.
Rampant, running absolutely rampant.
And I feel like it'll be best for both parties.
Phil, that's good. Rhea Ripley with Abaddon face paint.
JD McDonough trying to prevent Zayn from making a tag. Sammy able to back body drop.
Rhea Ripley seems fast. Yeah.
Smart move. Balor into the ring, and he will not allow Zayn to make the cover. I should say make the tag. Cover by Balor though, and a kick out at 2.
That's the synchronicity of this Judgment.
I have no worries that Bobby Lashley, he'll get work for sure. He is still a draw. I think TNA would be a good place for him. Again,
unless he doesn't want to work, he'll get work. Yeah.
Again, if he gets,
when they won the tag team titles, everybody was surprised. But think about it, they're in great shape.
If he goes to AEW and he gets the treatment that Powerhouse Hobbs should have gotten, he'll be over.
Sami Zayn fighting back.
Bobby's in his late 40s, I believe.
Summerslam. JD though caught him with a right.
And Sammy got distracted for 1 second, tried to hit Jay, and JD caught him.
Sami Zayn, Blue Thunderbomb.
So Jaden, that's how I kind of fantasy booked it in my head, but now with him really telling Liv that he hates her, I almost feel like he might turn on purpose against Rhea and go with Liv.
Sammy trying to drag himself to the corner and make a tag. McDonough's going to tag Balor. Here comes Uso.
Yeah, I think Bobby, if he's not already 50, he's right there. He's almost 50.
Balor got yeeted.
Yes, he did.
Jay ducks underneath, kicking out of the midsection. The man who came, just inches away from winning the Money in the Bank contract. Oh, and a foot right to the ear of Balor. And now one to McDonough to the shoulder.
Jey Uso's on fire in Green Bay.
And backing it on
yeah,
up.
I thought he was older than
JD
Cena.
McDonough, and Balor, though, launches Uso out to the apron. Jay with a kick. Jay going up top.
Is Bobby Lashley released or not resigning? There's rumors, Carlos. We don't know for sure. There are rumors that he's either going to be released or just not resigning.
Jey Uso, obviously.
So I think that obviously, like, so Liv is quote unquote heartbroken over this. But like I said, there's now a possibility that Dom is just playing Rhea, and he turns on her at SummerSlam and helps Liv retain the title.
Like in a tag team match.
That wasn't a towel. That was actually Jay's shirt. But yes, good job on the ref.
Judgment Day trying to defend Dominic's honor.
Kick. Rhea's as well.
Bingo.
Yes. And now Balor set across the ring. Jey Uso went for the Samoan drop. Balor turns it around. Cover now. Hook of the leg. Is that enough? Kick out by Jey Uso at 2.
Eye gouge into a sling blade from Finn Balor. Finn Balor, former world champion, now our tag team champion. 0% body fat.
Balor calling for his partner, McDonough.
Boom! Boom! Body shot. Raining punches down on Jey
I think
Uso.
that Bobby Lashley was kind of a victim of
off the top rope, connects, hooks both legs.
the tail end of the Vince McMahon era.
McDonough upset with referee Rod Zapata, leaving that was a slow count.
It was a very tumultuous time when Triple H was booker and then Vince came back for a short time and took over booking again and all this stuff.
Ref count 2 very perfectly there. JD wasting time.
And I think if they had allowed Bobby and the Street Profits to stay heel, and for lack of a better term, be a Hurt Business 2.0, they'd have been much more over and have been a much better run for them. But Bobby kind of fell into this one-dimensional babyface cookie cutter role, and it just doesn't work.
Critical point of the match. Capacity crowd in Green
Yeah, I don't really understand that at all, Hudson. But he's also apparently rumored to be getting released or asking for his release or whatever.
Tags! Sammy and McDonough legal. Exploder!
That was a very good Sister Abigail. We got 3 minutes.
And now Carlito distracts the official. Dominic will not allow Sami Zayn to deliver a Haluma kick. And McDonough turns Sammy inside out. Cover for the win. Oh, and a kick out.
Middle of the ring, Spanish fly.
Reversal from JD McDonough.
Incredible.
Good, Crafty, good. You are very late.
The man has got so much talent.
This is the Judgment Day difference, though. They're going to team up however they can to get a dub and get out of here.
And McDonough now. Hammer man, Sammy as Jey Uso looks on. Meanwhile, these two goofballs, Carlito and Dom, trying to get Finn back into this
Great crowd
matchup.
tonight, by the way.
Double team by Sammy and Jay.
Andrew, so do we.
The 1D! And no! Balor breaks things up.
I thought they done Dudley did it, didn't you?
Shades of the brothers who Russo. The 1D with Sammy and Jay.
I love Pat
Balor
McAfee.
breaks things up.
I thought it was one and done.
Balor makes the tag.
I would love that mecha. That would be amazing.
What a matchup in our main event.
And what if we get the Hurt Business and TNA and reunite the Beatdown Clan if the rumors are true? I would love that.
But while he was doing that, Finn Balor took advantage.
Jay with a super kick. Uh-oh, that apple went flying. Down goes Dirty Dom. JD McDonough takes a fall.
JD, though, I think was able to...
Balor, though, able to take advantage. Tag made McDonough.
McDonough timed it up perfectly.
Balor, top rope, coup de grace. JD McDonough, moonsault.
Very pretty
win
moonsault.
over Russo. Sami Zayn breaks things up.
More than 1 minute left.
Sammy was celebrating it. Finn Balor decides to kick him out of the ring.
Balor calls for a double team now. Placing Russo up on the
Yeah,
top
it's very,
rope.
very good, dude.
Sami Zayn gonna meet everybody there.
I don't know, Steven.
Balor trying to fight out of it. Balor sent over the top rope to the floor. Headbutt by Jay. Paluma kick. Sami gonna fly. Uso splash. Pat. Sami
No, it's not for the titles.
just beat the tag team champions.
Yes, they did.
Here are your winners, the team of the Intercontinental Champion, Sami Zayn, and Mandy Vick, Jey Uso!
What a matchup in our main event tonight. Wait a minute. Sami, turn around. Turn around. Breaker with a spear. Braun Breaker on a mission. A mission to break Sami Zayn and take the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam.
I love this.
Well, he didn't interfere in the match, but some of y'all called him coming out. So good on y'all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was one hell of a Raw. Action-packed, went by super fast, super well done. Why would that not go off my screen? There we go. Okay. So good. Braun Breaker is the absolute future of the wrestling industry for sure. The immediate future. That guy's going to be insanely huge. Love every second of it. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that was an amazing episode of Raw. That is the Booker. I've been Super Beard. You've been super awesome. And make sure you are here for NXT tomorrow, the greatest wrestling show on television today. You do not want to miss it. Tell all of your friends. We need more eyes on NXT. We need to get those numbers up, not just for us, but for NXT. Tell as many people as you know, come for NXT. You do not want to miss it. It is always great. So make sure you're here for that. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you guys tomorrow. Peace. All right, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Switching. Why are you not switching?
I don't know. You would have some air.
Yeah, walk in the building like I got $1 million on me in cash. Okay, tired of counting, I hired accountants, they doing the math. Okay, took it to places they never could make it, I'm forming a path. Okay, not going back. Okay, not going back. Let's go, not from this planet. Pull up an alien rocket ship. They try to study the way I've been doing it, they gon' need paleontologists. Feel like I'm one of the greats. Money I'm making a lot. lot of it. I did 1 billion streams in the pen and I swear that they barely acknowledge it. Okay, that means that I gotta go harder, I'm flipping the switch. Battery charging, I'm ready to flip. Feel like I'm Arthur, I'm balling my fist. Give me the call, never calling it quits. Bigger money, bigger problems, what they said to me. I don't ever worry cause the stress don't get to me. Live and direct from the mind of my destiny. Diamonds of pressure, I thrive in intensity. Lo and behold, sticking around when they told me to go. Calling me up, nobody home. Spinning these numbers like rotary phones. Hey, lo and behold, house made of glass, they throwing these stones. Markham, Ontario, locally grown. Went off the map, I'm globally